Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello, Kingman. Hello, Reaper. How's it going, everybody? We're back. We're back for some more Barry Town United. We never really say the full team's name. How's everybody's start of their week been? Hello, Nizzy. How are you? How was everybody's? Well, I guess it was only Monday, wasn't it? Really, Monday and Tuesday. I went to Luleå yesterday. I had a bloody long day yesterday. I Sunday night, obviously, we finished quite late. We finished at about 1. I then woke up at 5 in the morning and got a 4-hour train to Luleå to then go do a 3-hour examination seminar. Oh no, internet, why? Sort yourself out, internet. Come on, you can do it. There we go, it's okay. To do a 3-hour examination seminar and then do a 4-hour train back, and got back at 8 o'clock at night. So yeah, it was definitely a long day yesterday, but normal service resuming today, back at work, and then we're back to streaming, back to Barry. We're in 2300, 2301. Of course, if you missed last time, we finished off the European Championships. Hold on, let me show you. Everyone Football Championships. And as you can see, Switzerland and Austria, the new hosts. Didn't know that. But Ukraine beat Portugal in the final. So a big upset there, actually. It was pretty, well, not lucky, but Ukraine did very well on the route they had. And France-Portugal was probably the actual people. No, Portugal-Italy was the final, but Ukraine beat Switzerland, beat Wales, beat Sweden, and beat Slovenia to get to the final, and beat Portugal. Hello, Perfect Padder. How are you, man? How's it going? But yeah, so now onto the 2304 Euros. But we've got Barry in the meanwhile, and a lot has been going on offline, I guess. Yes, off stream, I guess. I need to pull up the Excel spreadsheet as well, because we have we're trying to complete players this season as well. We're getting towards the end of it, but I'm not responding, so there we go. We have the group stage draw today, but let's go through take you through the transfers first of all. There's been some one big transfer that even I didn't expect. Just insane value from a certain player I've now sold to a fellow Welsh club. And it is, as you can see, Moez Kern, our Swiss striker that we used for the Pokemon Challenge. We sold to Penny Bont for 60 million. Is there a big host advantage in international tournaments? I think there's a slight host advantage. Sometimes, like Egypt have got to the semi-finals twice when they've hosted, and then when they haven't hosted, they don't really do anything. But then there's sometimes like China, they host, they've never got out of the groups. USA, they don't do well sometimes. I don't know, it depends really. But yeah, Moez Kern, 60 million, our biggest sale I think since Hogartveit. For Barry, bought him for 5 million from Zurich, loaned him to Inter, off he went, and then I was like, well, I don't need him anymore. He's not going to be playing for us, and Penny Bont came in with 60 million for him, so that is an absolutely huge profit on him, which is a bit mental. So yeah, Moez Kern off for 60 million. We did sell Mikhailov last stream for 30 million, our Russian international, but yeah, didn't really use him either. 30 million for Port Talbot. Hugo Simons went to Port Talbot as well for 30 million. We had a lot of money. 25 million to Port Talbot as well. Bought him for 3 million from Ajax. That's a very good profit there. Sam Powell went to Chesterfield for 20 million. There's basically a lot of these guys are just loan army people that we've just decided to sell on. Bought him for 2 million. Now sold for 20 million to Chesterfield. Pitbull 15. You love to see it. Rodriguez 15. Kuatrin 15. Savic 10. Kuto 10. Lots and lots and lots of players for some good profit. Guerrero finally leaves. One of the first actual proper, like, he was one of the first big signings of the Pokemon Challenge, because we were like, oh my god, we can sign Brazilians again. Off to Real Sociedad for 2.5 million. Yeah, we got him for 13.5, so a big loss, but what a player he was for us when in his prime. And then some smaller sort of transfers, some free transfers to go, and of course a lot of loan fees. We've got a good amount of loan money actually coming in, as you can see. Hello, Jack Boy. How are you, man? How's it going? And hello, John. How is everybody? How's everyone's week started? But yes, so we brought in 286 million. So that's pretty decent, isn't it? Not bad at all. So now we good to hear. Good to hear. I think there was a few players that we brought in that you don't know of. First off, we got Chirico. I think Chirico might have been similar to him. Good weekend. That's good to hear. Hello, Wilsonia. Hello. How are you? But yes, this guy's very good. Christian, we're just going through our transfers in and out. We sold a good amount of people, and we've only signed a few, but some good signings as well. But as you can see, the big one, Moez Kern for 60 million. Absolutely madness. His stats aren't even that. He's got good finishing. But like, honestly, otherwise, he was pretty poor. But yes, we signed Christian Trojansky from Boca. This guy, honestly, could be our starting fullback this year. Could be our starting left back. Hello, Ard. Hello, how are you? What's your biggest win in this save? I've had 2 19-0s with Lido and with, was it Port Talbot maybe? But I've never hit 20. I think with Barrett, it's something like 15-0 or something like that. But yeah, Trojansky, 18-year-old Argentinian left back. Already played a game for us, but 13.75 million. Got a work permit. I think he might actually become our starting left back. He started the last game, actually, we played, and was very good. We brought in Fraser Mackay on a free, basically because... he's a Scottish free transfer, and if you can look into the transfers here, we sold Matthiasson for 8.25 million. So that's not a bad profit on a Scotsman we got on a free. So I might just sort of pick up Scottish free transfers and then sell them on. Franzese also joins from Boca, an Argentinian centre mid, not as good as Trojansky, but does also have a work permit. Then we signed 2 Brazilian centre mids. First up, Zulu. Did you see 20 goals margin? I haven't seen a 20 goal margin, I don't think. I've got close. The 2 19-0s, but never seen 20. But yeah, Zulu joins from... Who was it from? Oh, Jesus, what is that? That's a 5-4? I thought, fuck it, I made my own tactic. We have so far won from second place Dortmund 3-2. Nice. Yeah, signed him from Flamengo. And the good thing about Zulu is that he... doesn't need a work permit, and that is because he is, if I actually go to his information here, once it loads, he is half Italian. So there you go. But yeah, he's honestly not bad. Pretty good for 20 years old. 5 million up front, not bad at all. Then we signed also a similar situation, Saulo from Sao Paulo for 5 million, and he is Brazilian and Austrian. So yeah, both of them we signed up. We then signed Mabai Balde, who is our Senegalese option for this year. And then finally we signed Jamie Sandoval from Deportivo, who's a Spanish youngster. So not many in. The big news is just the outs. But to be honest, we did have a few players come back from loan that are going to be contributing this year for us. But to be honest, I haven't had to play with many of them because we had the Olympics. And if I want to show you my teams, they were just kind of ridiculous actually at the start of the year because so many players were away at the Olympics. But if I show you here, I think it's weird you haven't said anything about how weird my tactic is. Honestly, like I feel like I've just been not indoctrinated, but I've just gone numb to them after seeing all of Duck God's like weird tactics. I'm like, oh yeah, a 5-4, why not? Cool, makes it work. 2 shadow strikers, 2 trequartistas. Yeah, that's usual stuff here. But impressive that you got a good win over Dortmund with it. I think, dang, what it was a big clear out. It was a big clear out. But yes, we got some players coming back from loan that we'll be using this year. Who's that? Let's see. Oh yes, this guy, Rocco Pioggia, I'm really excited about actually. Look at this guy. He is really developed well. Worth 10 million at 18. Got some fantastic stats on his composure is probably the weakest point of him. But he was, I think he had a 33 million bid from Lido in the summer. And I think he was top goal scorer at the Euros or something. but haven't had a chance to play him this year. Should you okay, Chloe? Yeah. Oh, Ving's still having a bad time. She's on lots of medicine and still has a bad tummy, so she has to be taken out pretty often. She woke me up at 2 a.m. this morning and then at 6 a.m., so I'm not getting much sleep at the moment. But yeah, this guy, he's going to be around the first team this year. And then we have a lot of other players just sort of that weren't able to get loans. Oh, Barry Stevenson. Did I actually... What's going on with you? You wanted a loan? Yeah, mate, you can go for a loan. I thought, fuck it, and made my... Wait, what? Oh, Christ. So does 6 roaming playmakers. To be fair, Octo Trek exists. Exactly. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Second Yellow Card. So I think I missed his stream today, but I watched like the first 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 2 hours. So hold on. Oh, Lido won him. Interesting. But yes, we had the Olympics. So I want to show you the Olympics. To show you what basically happened. Germany did win, and as you can see, Serafoglu was top goal scorer. But we actually had Britain hosting, so we had a Great Britain team, which is quite funny. Hilariously, they were all English. There was none of this, we got to have some Welsh here. The closest was James Munns, who's half Welsh. But it was literally just all English players. But we had 2 of our players, Kearns and Greaves, for Great Britain. But we had so many of our players actually in this team, in this sort of Olympics. Like, we lost so many players. To show you basically how the start of the season went, we were on our first game against Spartak Moscow 2-0, which was very nice. But to show you how much we were screwed, we played Accha Ortiz and Bonsol Fur as centre mids because we didn't have a third centre mid, because all of our centre mids were gone to the Olympics, which is a bit mental when I show you like. These are all the centre mids we had. So we had Valbuena, Rake Sudar, Accha, Simon, Zulu and Scott Thingamajig hadn't been signed yet. I think Moritz was gone. These guys just, they were reserves, so I played Bonsol Fur. But I think we had like 5 midfielders at the Olympics, 6 midfielders. I was like, how do we have no midfielders left? But we got by without them, which was nice. We also beat Ballot 2-0 to start the season. And then we just beat Pennybont 4-1. A hat-trick from Ruben Silva, where Trojanski got his first start. Got a 9.0 with 2 assists, which is very nice. But yes, so doing very well there. And of course, we're trying to fill out the... what's it called? The Pokemon Challenge. Nizzy, as you asked before about the profit, we are now up to £365 million profit. Obviously, a sale of the Swiss Moez Kern for 60 million did a good bit to help us out there. So doing pretty well. Sold over 600 millions worth of players and only bought 240 mil so far. So not bad. I'm playing FM14. Oh, who are you playing with, Duck God? But yes, so we've only had a few games. We've got the Champions League draw to do. I'll take you through the other games real quick, other leagues real quick to show you what's been going on. It's ridiculous profit. To be honest, most of it is just from like certain few players. Like Africa, the highest sale we had, I think, was Halina for 25, and the rest were kind of below 10. But then we got a couple of... I can't believe we sold Carbone for 20 mil. And Farahani for 20 mil. Some of them, like, you can't... Kim Joon-hee for 50 mil. Mikhailov for 30. Kern for 60. Satmari for 30. 25 for Yankovic, 20 for Mahanovic. We got a good few profits going. Lennox Late for 20 mil. Jesus. Hello, Panagiotis P1948. How's it going, man? How are you? Thanks for the follow. But yeah, we got a lot of profit from there. But here are the leagues. Ligue 1, Angers currently on top. They are going for, 4 out of 5 at the moment, so interesting to see. Obviously, we're very early days, so a lot of these leagues have barely just started, as we can see. Only one game played in La Liga, but Poitriano on top as things stand. The Serie A has moved to 6th now, hasn't even started. German First Division dropped from 6th to 8th, which is a big drop, only just started as well. And Bayern lost to Frankfurt. Oh, interesting. And of course, the Premier League dropped back down to 10th, below the Turkish League. Chesterfield currently on top with 2 wins from 2, but also Liverpool and Newcastle the same there. Championship has started a good few more games in already. There's Man United down in 17th, Man City in 9th, Tottenham in 10th. Interesting. But yes, not too much going on there. It's more just the transfers of our league. Like, our league is kind of crazy how much transfer's been going on to show, like, it's ridiculous. Obviously, we've been a lot of selling, but Penny Bond bought 60 mil worth of our player and then 31 from Arsenal. Port Talbot spent, like, nearly 100 mil on 3 players. Like, there's just so much money in this league. It's crazy. But first up, we have group stage draw. So let's have a look. We obviously are first seeds. We got Benfica, Lyon, Porto, Monaco, Zenit, Ajax, and Sporting with us. Okay, good to know. We are in Group D. Okay, so who we got in the second pot? So we got Angers, Valladolid, Bayern, Barca, Lido, Port Talbot, Galatasaray, and ABBA. So 3 of them we can't have. So it's either Angers, Valladolid, Bayern, or Barca, or Galatasaray. And I'd rather have Galatasaray. So let's see who we can have. So we can't have Bayern. There's, well, Lido's fine there. Lido with Lyon. Valladolid, Benfica. Okay, Galatasaray, Barca, or Angers. Angers, oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Liga champions. They're probably finalists, semi-finalists worthy there. Okay, very tough draw there. Porto get Barca, Galatasaray, Ajax. Damn. Port Talbot, Monaco, and ABBA Sporting. Okay, so third seeds, we got Perugia, Club Brugge, Juventus, Dinamo Moscow, Nuremberg, Köln, Spartak Moscow, and Espanyol. Interesting. Club Brugge have quite a high seed now. They're nearly a second seed. Wow. Okay, I don't really know who I want here. Maybe Club Brugge or even Espanyol. I don't know. We beat Spartak Moscow in the Euro Super Cup, so maybe them. But Club Brugge goes straight into Group A, Perugia to Group B, Spartak to Group C, and we get Nuremberg, a tough group we've got going on here. Group E get Juventus, Group F Köln, Group G Espanyol, and Group H Dinamo Moscow. And then finally, the fourth pot, Ukrainian team Shakhtar, Liverpool, Basel, Red Star, Dinamo, Real Betis, Legia, and Pleasant. Just give us Pleasant, mate. Real Betis go in Group A, Legia in Group B. Victoria Pleasant Group C. Who do we get now? Dinamo, Red Star? Red Star, okay. Then Basel in Group E, Dinamo Group F, Liverpool Group G, and then H gets Shakhtar. So interesting groups there going on. We're just about the end of the transfer window. Got Port Talbot first thing, away from home. So a tough game to start with. And then Guitra in the last... Well, it was not the last, the Premier League Cup game, and then we've got international break straight away. But yeah, we're on the way. What season is this now? 51, 61 with Barry now. Christ, we're miles in. But yeah, no, we're doing well. I'm off work tomorrow. Well, I'm not off work. I'm working from home because I got to look after Ving because she needs to go out every 3 hours. It seems. She's not having a good time, sadly. We just got the vet's bill as well, and it was very expensive. We're thinking of upping our insurance because it's just they're paying a bit, but it's oh Christ, the amount of blood tests and all this she's got to have. It's scary times, but hopefully she'll sort herself out. She's got a lot of medicines at the moment, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, there we go. Good stuff. Right. But yeah. Love to Ving. Yes. Thank you. She's honestly, she doesn't act differently. She doesn't seem poorly. She just can't hold anything in, sadly. She's not throwing up, but so she just has to go out every few hours, and it's not good. So I can hear her currently tearing at her bed at the moment. She does this thing where we have her in a little crate, and she has blankets in there, and she goes in and just bites them and growls at them and paws the blankets around to try and move them into position, and then eventually she just ends up moving them back to the original spot. It's very funny. But yeah, Jake's doing fine as well. He's just Jake. He's just chilling. But it's very, very warm here. It's 17 degrees today and yesterday and Sunday, I think. So we're definitely into summer here. But I'm just waiting for the mosquitoes to show up because It's not going to be fun. Not going to be fun when the mosquitoes turn up. I've already bought some Raid for them, and I've already got some netting for them. We also bought some blackout curtains for our outside one, finally, so we don't have to put cardboard up there anymore. Look at me being an adult and actually buying curtains and not taping some bags to the window. Which records in the Champions League isn't broken yet? That is a good question. Hello, Tommy. Hello. How are you, man? How are you? I think you missed the end of the Euros on Sunday, man. But how are you, man? Records. Let's have a look. Is there any records that have yet to be broken? Most games without conceding. Arsenal. 18th of October 2005 to 25th of April 2006. There we go. So that could be a challenge for us. But that's a good. You have to be unbeaten. Well, not concede in all the group stages, and all the way up to like the semis or something. Jesus, that's tough. And then elsewhere, I think literally. Oh no. Oldest player, Marco Ballotta. I'm good, thanks. Yeah, I think I did. Who won it? I'll show you. So there's 2 records there. But I'll take you through the knockouts as to what happened here. So quickly go over to here, and then go to there, and then we go to second round. So here is the second round. Switzerland beat Israel in extra time. Sweden knocked out Holland. Wales knocked out Greece. Italy beat Romania. France smashed Serbia. Ukraine got by on Slovenia on penalties. Portugal beat Russia, and then Germany beat England. Hello, Jambo. You have a vendetta against London, it seems. Then the quarterfinals, Switzerland beat Wales on penalties after a 0-0 draw. Ukraine beat Sweden 1-0. Portugal beat France 1-0, and Italy beat Germany 3-2. Semi-finals came by. Ukraine beat Switzerland 2-1, and Portugal beat Italy on penalties after a 2-2 draw. And then the final, Ukraine won the Euros in an upset victory over Portugal to win their 3rd European Championships. And deny Portugal the chance for their, however meant 8th or something like that. Thought, fuck it, and last place Nuremberg. 2-0. Oh, so you won with that tactic, are you saying? Over them. Oh, wow. Oh, Jesus Christ. Is a 3-6-1? Very odd. I guess six roaming playmakers. Amazing. Did it actually play well is the question. But yeah, Ukraine win the Euro. So now we're just starting the new season. And okay, Euro Cup playoff. Did I need to look at this. Champion. No. Best place. Playoff. Name the biggest mistake someone can make in life. I'll start being first man. Port Talbot did beat CSKA. Yeah, it was a big upset with Ukraine winning. So good stuff. Hello, Black Arrow. Hello, how are you? How's it going? Chelsea through in the Europa League playoffs. We'll see the Europa draw as well. No offers from Ritz. No Lido are interested in a transfer. Okay, Hudak getting offers, but we need him for this year. Port Talbot in the UCL. Hello, Dazza. Hello. Yeah, Port Talbot won many UCL. They were my second team. Port Toilet. Who do you don't like Port? Are you an Afan Lido fan instead then? I'm good. How are you and everybody else? I'm doing well. Smignor 7. Sorry, he didn't answer my question. What are you talking about? Name the biggest mistake. I said I read it out loud. Like there's no question. You can't just write sentences and say I'm not answering your question, Jambo, because there's no question. There's no question mark. I'm doing well, Black Arrow. I'm doing well. I'm gonna be Lisbon Distillery. Oh, interesting. Is that Northern Ireland? Lisbon Distillery. Black Arrow. Actually, I need your veterinary skills. If you had to win an FM15 Champions League final for your life, what tactic would you use, or what is the most overpowered? This 4-3-3. This one's OP. This one's OP. It's very, very good. What's the biggest mistake someone can make? I'll start ignoring Jambo's questions. If fucking is, it'll be on you. It'll be on you like nothing. It gives you 30 seconds, and that's it. He's on you. So Ving is not well. She's feeling okay, but she can't hold anything down. in terms of she's not throwing up, it's just coming out the other side. It's very poor girl cannot hold anything down, and it's been like that since Wednesday. We took her to the vets and she's got loads of tablets now and giving her lots of little bits of food, like giving her small servings instead. But yeah, we don't know what it is. She's not acting any different, but she's just got an upset stomach and has to go. It's like she's waking up at like 2 a.m., 5 a.m. But yeah, I thought while I was making tea, I'll just save it. I'll just instant result the game to see how we go and then reload to continue normally. Now my mum lives about 50 minutes away. Oh, fair enough, Dazza. Fair enough. Yeah, I've managed to get a good few. We're about to play Port Talbot now. I played there's a few of these Welsh teams. They were my second team. You didn't answer, and there's a question. What else do you want? I answered the question. I agreed with you. That is the biggest. Try boiled rice when a dog's. Well, yeah, that's what we did. That we did boiled rice and chicken, and it's still. I guess she's on like. She was on what's it called? At some tablets and some other things, but poor girl just can't. I don't know. It's weird. It's lasted so long. So I don't know. I don't know if you had. I was wondering if you had any extra insights. But yeah, we're doing the rice and lots of little bits of food and stuff like that. My serious answer is living in London. I don't think living in London is that bad of a decision. It's expensive living there. But try turning it off and on again. I wish I could. It's like having a child with her. Like literally, she will just like. I know when she wants to go out, 'cause she runs back and forth from the door. But it's like 2 a.m. and I can just hear it, and I'm like, oh god, I have to get up again. At least at the moment, it's funny because it's so like we have pretty much all sun now, so it's light at like 2 a.m. going for walks, and it's very odd. But yeah, she's got like she's got like 4 tablets at the moment that we're mixing into the food. Don't know, being an Elmere City fan during the promotion playoffs is fucked. Little and off to make sure she's. Oh yeah. She's pretty good on drinking the water. It's just literally whenever she eats a little bit, she's just like. Half an hour later, she has to go outside. It's gotten a little bit more solid since she started having these tablets, but like it's still. I feel bad for her because she can't help it. Bring a Chelsea fan sounds fucked. Sorry? Bring it. Could it be playing FM15? Playing FM15 was never my worst decision ever. I just want one team from my province to make it to the Eredivisie. Oh yeah, that would be pretty cool. Stevenson off on loan to Southend. I think we're on deadline day for. That's annoying. We'll see if I can. Basically, Bonsol Fer, our Surinamese player, is on 4 starts on 1. What's the biggest mistake you have made? I don't know. Honestly, I'm not sure. I've probably made quite a few mistakes in my life, but I don't know. Not sure. Let me think. Moving to the no. Mine is not playing FM earlier. I probably like in terms of like streaming in YouTube, it was probably like stopping YouTube. Like I was constantly uploading. I pretty much uploaded daily for like 2 years when I was like quite really young. And I like. When I was doing this FM15, I was uploading constantly, and then I went to uni and I stopped uploading. I was having really good progression. I was up to like 80 views a video and stuff like that, like regularly. And then I just stopped, and I stopped for like 5 years because I was a bit embarrassed by it, like doing it at uni. And I think that was a big mistake because I think I was like, where could I have been in that time? I could have started streaming earlier. Like I only did a few streams, and then I just stopped. And I think that's probably the biggest mistake in that sense. I've only made 2. First wife, second wife. Oh my god. Jesus, Tommy. Oh god. Who is the best manager in the Hall of Fame this save? I am the best manager of Hall of Fame this save. It's me. By a long way. But second place, it's kind of the problem is it's kind of broken because of the Brazilian leagues and the Ukrainian Russian leagues, because it's kind of like they constantly win. Like Sao Paulo basically win it every time. So as you can see, they're just ridiculous. So it's better kind of if we look at the continent, but then it's kind of just full of Ukrainian and Russian players. So it's very hard to actually look at. Guardiola's here with his 8 teams. So he actually did go to Man City in the end. Only won 1 Premier League with them, and actually won a Premier League with United too, and the league with PSG. So Serge Gnabry also managed Celtic and did pretty well with them. This guy Halilovic was probably one of the best managers as well. Managed Bayern, won 18 first divisions with them. Very, very good. Except you. Most expensive African player. I don't know if we have the... Hold on, I might have a... Well, I've got my leading transfers, so I can see who the players are. Small Tube 7. Exactly, could have been Zealand. I don't think I could have been Zealand. Did Klopp go to Liverpool? I'll have to check. What has been the weirdest thing you've ever seen? I have no idea. Hold on, I need to try and find the highest African player first, because I've got my leading transfers, so I can see. There was an Algerian that moved from Sampdoria to Monaco for 57 million. Then we've got, so let me have a look. Egypt for there's 2 Egyptians for 50 million. Germany, Greece, Italy, Mexico, Netherlands, Norway, Portugal, Senegal, 55 million. Oh, Solomon Guy, our boy. South Africa, there was 55. That was Moses Nkulu. There was another one, 51. And then obviously Kim Juicy, South Korea, not South America. Turkey, Uruguay. Yeah, so it was the Algerian, which was Rashid Katala. Hold on, let's find him. Rashid Katala. There we go. You could just release the save. Well, nah, I don't want to do that though, because that's part of the fun, is answering the questions and then looking things up. That's because we find stuff that like I've never seen before, because it's such a big save and people have questions that I would never find. So it's I like doing it myself as well, just to see, like, I'll be like, oh, that's pretty cool. So yeah, this guy was at Sampdoria, moved to Monaco for 57 million. Was a pretty decent player, it seems. Well, what did he do? Sorry, our best player, African footballer of the year on 3 occasions, league best player, best African player, midfield of the year, well, player of the year, well, gone on the Ballon d'Or for Algeria. Yeah, no, it is. Because I like that's part of why I started streaming, is to show off the save and show all the cool things. So when people ask me stuff, I like showing it off and being like, oh, look at this. This is pretty cool. Did Klopp go to Liverpool? I don't know. I'll have to try and find. Is Klopp still in the game is the question. No, I cannot search up re-signed. I don't have him in the database. Up the Algeria. So there's Klopp. What did he do in his staff history? So, no, he did not. He didn't go to Liverpool. He went to Man City instead. Alternate timeline here. Went to Man City 2017 to 2022. So hold on, let's have a look at this. So he left Dortmund in 2017, where he won the Club World Cup, the FA Cup 4 times in a row, the Community Shield 3 times, but never won the Premier League with them. Then he moved to Germany, didn't win anything. Went to Leverkusen for a year, didn't win anything. Went to Bayern, didn't win anything in a year. Went back to Man City, where he finally won the Premier League, the Club World Cup, the Europa League, Super Cup, and the FA Cup. And then finally moved to Benfica for the last 2 years, where he won the Premier League. Very interesting. Hello, Diego, man. How's it going? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Just to see if he's there. Can you look up Chester for me? And then Carlo. Okay, we can look up Chester. I haven't looked at Klopp, so that's a pretty cool, pretty interesting. Okay, no, we're not doing that. I will look up Chester, and that's it, Jambo. We're not doing fucking every club in a row, because it takes so long to load them up. There's the whole of the look up a thing for me is limited for a reason. But if you're going to take the piss, we're not going to do it. We can look up Chester, and then that's it. And then we'll move on. Okay. Jambo's in a mood tonight. It fucking is. He's antagonistic tonight, obviously. Very. But to be fair, obviously it's been so long in this save that like I don't even remember what's it called. I don't even remember like where any of these managers went to. There was some interesting ones, but 11th in the round conference. There we go. So I did 40. Yes, you would. Well, of course, because the entire stream ground to a halt for like an hour. Yeah, just been Vanarama North the whole time, and League One and League Two.
Look at this dude.
Do we check a duck god? Think I missed the 30 minutes. Anything interesting? No, not at all, Diego, mate. We haven't gone anywhere. We did the group stage draw of the Champions League. We went through what we've done. We won the Super Cup. That was off stream. We sold a player for 60 million, our Swiss striker. I like how he never used check team player. Pretty much, no. I know. It's like. Yeah, okay, Curzon Ashton, they're in the English Northern Premier League Premier Division. When did I get pissed? Yeah, they sadly have not done much at all. Let's have a look. Did they ever even jump into the top leagues yet? They had a couple in their last time it was 87, 88. They've been in the North, but I don't think they've ever really done. Yeah, they've been pretty much terrible this entire time. Okay. But let's go. We got Port Talbot to play on the 1st of September, so we will see how things go with that. Okay, cool. Can we look at Hearts as I support them? Well, Jambo, if you use the Vingbucks channel points redemption of check a team player, we can look at Hearts. English league names get so long the lower you go. Pretty much, yeah, exactly. They just keep adding Premier Division to it every single time.
Look
okay,
at
Abba.
this dude.
There we go. Of course I can check Hearts for you, Jambo. Of course I can check Hearts for you. There we go. Currently in the Scottish Prem. Oh, thank you, Jambo. I'll hydrate. They've come runner-up a lot. A lot of runners-ups. They were most recently run-up in 22.98. Third place, 22.99. Champions League, last time they were there, lost to West Ham in 22.82. Europa League, last time they were in it was last year. They lost to Ali Nazareth. Ahi's Nazareth. Lost to Stoke in the playoffs. Last time they were in the groups was 75. Interesting. How many times did you go unbeaten whole season? With Barry, we've only done it. No worries, Dark God. We've only done it once in the for the entire season, like all competitions. No. We've done it before more than once, I think. Sorry, I was thinking the win seasons. Like we've only done one season where we've won every single game. But we've definitely gone unbeaten more than once. Did we go unbeaten last year? No, we lost to Monterey. Did we go unbeaten the year before that? No, we lost to Penny Bont. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes. We lost there to Barca. Lost there. We kind of don't really worry about it as much anymore. We're always trying to do it for quite a while. Is this one? Hold on. Rotation at back end of season fucks. Exactly, yeah. Sometimes it's a random one. I see Scotland in Europe hasn't got any better. I didn't drink for Ard. Did Ard do it as well? Oh yeah, Ard did as well. There we go. I'll do another one. Also just random games sometimes do it, but like I can show you the league basically, and you can see how many times I've gone unbeaten in the league. So like we did last year, we went unbeaten in the league last year, and then we did. Well, we've lost quite a few there. Yeah, last time before, that was the first time in a good while we got unbeaten. My goodness, there we go. 87, 88. We only drew one game, and then there we go. There's the perfect 32 out of 32, and then another unbeaten there, another unbeaten, another one. Another one. So we got beaten quite a few times. 131, drawn 3, lost 0. I had one. You've just had one. Nice. Who was that with? The 6 RPM system won 2-0 from 14th Hamburg. Manchester United. MacGyver scored. Amazing. Yeah, Scotland didn't do too well in the Euros either, Black Arrow. We just went by. How many times is Checker team eligible for? I don't know. I'm not even sure. Don't know if I redeemed Hydrate for the drunk stream. Would that meant more beer for you? No, that would have meant more water. You would have been helping me out there. Will the board sack if you don't win the league in the UCL? I don't know. I reckon I definitely have a chance to get sacked. If I didn't win the league. We've lost the UCL many times before. We've even gone out in the quarters of the Champions League and they didn't say anything. But the league, I think it has definitely a bigger chance of them going, hold on, what's going on? Nizzy would have, what? Is the Welsh Premier League top of the European coefficients? No, not at the moment. We're currently second, sadly. France are currently just too good. They have too many players in Europe that are ridiculously good. Oh, we're losing a 17 season. Damn, we're losing some progress here. Like, look at this. France got 20, 20, 19, 19. Like, it's a joke. We've only got 16, 14, 17, 13. So we're well. Oh shit! If we don't do well this year, we'll drop to third. That's basically the other Welsh teams have been shitting the bed in Europe recently. So yeah, but we have been top before. About still Herenveen about to start seeing. Nice. How many UCLs have you got? Tell these foreigners to stay out of the Netherlands. Redeemed it 1,000 times. Oh, hydrate. France are England of this save. Yeah, pretty much. France are the England of this save, where they just dominate. They've always got the problem is they always get a team in Europa as well. But okay, let's see. If hydrate was beer, yes, yeah, it would definitely be limited at that point. Brian want Dominic online. I'm sorry, you want to stay here. We got to keep you around to make you play for us. You two as well. Just mean Friesland as a whole, just the one. Oh wow, damn, fair enough. Who did you beat? You don't win the league with this squad. Sacking would be fair. To be fair, a lot of the other teams have very stacked squads. Like, if I didn't take those games serious, they can beat us on their day. Like Port Talbot, they can beat us in this next game, even when we go full strength. We're just ignoring Liechtenstein in 7th. 17th. Liechtenstein in 17th? I didn't know that. Let's have a look at that. I didn't even see that. I think that could be a thing due to the fact that they only have one team that qualifies, maybe. We'll have to look. Hold on. We'll see. That's mad if they're in 17th. What a glow up from Liechtenstein. Europe. Club coefficients. They've like 18th, 4.5, 4. So I think this is probably because they only have one team in. So let's have a look. Oh, what is this Vaduz maybe? Is this because of Vaduz? So if we go to qualification places, they get one in the first qualifying round. Is Vaduz? Do they represent? So they're Swiss. Also got to say, you're not conceding to Haaland. Thank you, I appreciate that. We're just amazing. We beat City 3-1 a few seasons ago. Lost the final to them as well. Keep getting drawn against Bayern or City in the round of 16 quarter. That sucks. That sucks, Tommy. They're better than Scotland. How did England fall off so bad? Well, okay. So it must be that FC Vaduz are representing Liechtenstein, and they just get qualification. Like the only team in Liechtenstein getting this, so they get these wins, and basically it's done by, if you have 7 teams, it's divided by 7. If you have 1 team, it's divided by 1. So they're the only Liechtenstein team. So whenever they get a win, that's a huge amount of points. But interesting there. Yeah, they play in Switzerland but represent Liechtenstein. Yeah, Vaduz is from Liechtenstein, but they've been invited. Yeah. So basically that is like a 2 points. That's 2 points. That's 2 points. That's 2 points. That's 0.5 points. For the entire Liechtenstein. That's probably, so if we look at this year, they got what? They got 1, so 2, 1, 2, 3, 3.5, something like that. So, and if we go back to Liechtenstein, yeah, 3.5 or 3. Interesting. So basically, with the Welsh League, it's divided by 7. So each one of my wins is like 0.02 or 0.1 something. 7 teams in total. Yeah, something like that. In fact, they pay a few 100,000 francs per season. Are there more teams in the league too, if I'm not wrong on that? Yeah, there probably is. How did England fall? So basically, the problem with England is that England is so competitive that no one team dominates for too long. So what we have with England is, well, obviously, your coefficient is based off of how your European pedigree. But the problem is the England teams have some, because they'll win the league one year, and then they'll come 15th the next year. So they never have any continuity in Europe, because they don't qualify it for every year. So that means their seeding is really, really poor. So when we looked at, if we look at the Champions League, we see, who did we see? We had, I see the seedings. So if we look down here, the highest, I think, is the highest seed is England side, Liverpool. and they're 52. They got a lower seeding than Spartak, Espanyol, Shakhtar, Dinamo Moscow, Club Bruges, and then you've got even further down. You've got like who is it here? Like Stockport, 21. There just isn't. If you go to no, this is easier. Yeah, just Liverpool and Stockport. So also they only have 2 teams in Europe because they've dropped so far and they're changing so often. They get harder groups. It's harder for them to get out of the group. They're less chance of going through, and then the coefficient stays low. And then they just sort of dropped and dropped and dropped. They just keep getting in because of the Liechtenstein Cup. Yeah, not going. There's a lot of overlap between us and second yellow card. There is. Yeah, I've been watching it. Obviously, he's doing his Builder Nation. So you should know all of this stuff anyway. But I guess I've got the Builder Nation, but it's like this is the Builder Nation, but 250 years in, and I'm not as helpful to the other teams as he is. It's so funny because he's like, I am only loaning my players to them, and I give them for free, and I'm like, I fucking take them for all they're worth. I squeezed 60 million out of Penny Bont for Moez Kearney. They overpaid by like 50 million for him, but I'm laughing all the way to the bank. But I do have the thing that I've managed 5 different clubs, so I kind of build them up myself anyways. It's a bit easier for me because he has to build those AI clubs up by themselves. Meanwhile, I'm sort of building one team at a time, and then I leave, and they're pretty decent. BNP. Hello, Vern. How's it going, man? What does BNP stand for? Yeah, there's the Discord, Tommy, if you want to join it. Are you really building a nation if you aren't breaking the loan screen? My loan screen isn't broken. They obviously changed it for the new RFMs with that minus thing. Because mine just goes, yeah, you've got 160 loans. Well, I don't think I have a loan screen. I just copy highlight, or copy all, control all, just joined. Nice, man, nice. You can see what when we're normally it's me going, lads, I'm not streaming tonight. The internet's fucking shit. But yeah, we got some other discussions in there. Hello, Benajotis, man. How's it going? I had minus 20. I think I saw you in Second Yellow Card's chat the other day. That is ridiculous. How many loans? How many is that? Like, are you hitting like 200, 250 by that point? So yeah, look, English transfer window. Pretty, apart from Sam Powell, all of them is English players going to the Welsh League. First division, the highest one was 9.5, 256. Jesus Christ. 250 minus 23. Okay, 230. Jesus, man, that is ridiculous. That's a proper loan army. Proper loan army. Doesn't the AI actually destroy your team? Did a lower league save with Blythe after winning the Championship? League. Left went to Dark 70s. They are now in the Championship. Well. Sometimes can you add a new manager for the saves, or the world record will be invalid if I add a new manager? What happens when you get back to positive? That's the question. You need to go keep going, Tommy. Get more players. Mine doesn't really have that. Like it doesn't tell me. I have to do control all. I got 165 at the moment, which is quite low. We were at over 200 at one point. Well, they kind of drop off a little bit. Like if we look at basically the most recent team we left was Haverfordwest, and that was in 2240. And I think we left them with such a good squad that it didn't matter. They won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leagues in a row. But I guess I have a bit of an advantage that in the Welsh League. It's quite easy to stay on top for a while. But in recent times they have fallen off. They have fallen off a bit more. Like in recent years. They're down in third, but I guess we've got this sort of dichotomy between the sort of the top half and the bottom half. So as long as they stay in the top half, they're fine. But I guess they have been dropping off in Europe. Haverfordwest certainly, I think, have had the biggest drop off out of all of the teams that I've used to manage. Like they just, like look at this, have only 60 million in salary, which is normally where they should be up around 100 million. But I don't know. It's odd. TNS making a comeback. Yes. From his June 30, July 1st, that laptop go. I can imagine them all coming back. And well, you got to do the extension loan thing that Second Yellow Card does or something. So I've not dared to go down to -1 loads, which should be 255 loads. Don't want to fuck my save. Yeah, I get that. But yeah, sometimes they do like. When I we'll see when we leave Barry, so many of our players will get sold and we'll go, oh my god, that's so cheap, and then they'll go buy some shit player for like 60 million, because obviously I never buy players for big money. The AI breaks the transfer record for all my clubs so quickly. Clubs won't want to extend. I try. I see. I know Second Yellow Card went through a load of stuff like trying to figure out what causes that and stuff like that. But Yeah, it seems like FM23 has so many weird, like, all of like the interactions and like player interactions and team interactions and all that sort of stuff is so much more complicated and like just not nice to deal with. It's not fun anymore, which is like kind of like the opposite of FM, like what it should be. Seems like a Tom FM experiment. How many loans before we break the game? Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. But yeah, we've yet to break this game, to be honest. But well, we've tried to. We've broken the transfers page, but that's about it. On the plus side, you can't run out of players. True. Helms wants a new deal. I guess we can offer you a new deal. We can offer you a new deal. You only want 5k. I know there's pretty much no limit on affiliate clubs in FM. I have a limit. There's a limit for me. Every time I ask now, they reject it. So I know I've hit the limit of what they want. Like if we go to let's see, where was it? Where's my club and affiliates? I've got something in my eye. I think I've got dog hair in my eye. Anytime there's something, it's a dog hair. Here we go. Oh, hello. Hello, Duckwood, you're back. So we've clicked club and it's going to take a while to get there now, sadly. But, let's see. Me too on affiliate. Just say they have enough and don't want to chat about it. Yeah, they're like, oh, we don't think it's best for the club. The problem is this is kind of glitched as well, where I can only get certain affiliate clubs. So I can only get one Spanish affiliate. Here we go, affiliates. So I can get one Spanish affiliate, which is Albacete, and then I can get as many French and Italian ones as I want. I can only get one English one, and then I can get like Irish ones or Scottish ones, and then I get occasionally a Serbian or Polish one. I got a couple of Serbian ones, but that's it. Your eyes hurt from the stress of dealing with Champ. Just pop in a blood vessel. So every time I ask, like, no matter what option I choose for, basically if I want to get like Spain, England, France or Italy, I go for the recruit youngsters. If I say send out loan players, it's always Ireland or Scotland. I can't get anyone from South America. I can't get any from Africa. I can't get any from Asia. Any from other European nations. It's really annoying, especially because in FM14 it works. In FM14, I had like a Nigerian affiliate, I had a Brazilian, I had a Japanese one. I don't understand why it doesn't work on this FM. I can look for an affiliate. So look, it just if we try and recruit foreign languages. Oh my goodness, scared the shit out of me. Yeah, thank you, Agra. Hello, how's it going, man? Oh my goodness. Hello, I'm back up the barrier. Hello, thank you, Agra.
Hello, I am back. Up the berry.
For 13 months, man. Nice. 1 year, 1 month. Huge. How are you? Your new club will be very tough when you play. Oh, yes. We had the same thing when we were at Barry and we had to play Haverfordwest. Like, we've lost like 8-0, 7-0 in games because going to that new club, we're shit and we just have to take our beatings for a while until we get good enough again. I mean, when you add them yourself. Oh, really? I see. Congrats on Chelsea finishing top of the bottom of the... Thank you. I came back to the message. I don't understand how I have a wage but I have 5 mil left, but can't offer 10k per week for a physio. I guess the physio wages are separate, but yeah, they just won't do it. And I don't want to resign, so I just let it go. But it's very limited, annoyingly. But you kind of can. You can only select a club, then it isn't certain you actually get the affiliate. Yeah, I don't have that option in FM15 either. They don't let me. They just don't let me. It was. You could do it in FM15, but they just don't let me for some reason. Like why? Will your new club still be Wales or moving away from the nation? It'll be Wales. Basically, we're trying to get the 100k stadiums in every club now, and it'll be very interesting to see what happens with the next club, how we go about it. So basically, when we get to our new stadium, get that finished and decide to leave, we'll join whatever bottom 6 club has sacked that manager at the end of the year and take them on, and they'll be the new club, and that should be this year at least. We're in I think we've got another 10 years maybe maximum in Barry, and then we're off. You don't want to do a work the space. I really don't. That would be bad. You can, but you also can't. How am I doing? I'm doing well, Agra. I'm doing well. How are you, man? How's it going? Why you have a picture in your profile? I don't know. Manager profile. I just never did. Never put one in. I could. I guess I could. But Just never did. Never did. Never really did face packs or anything like that, but or profile photos. So if I redeemed the check player thing and you asked to search up resign, would you do it? Well, it's the joke, so no. I can refund it for you, but like I don't understand. Like we're through the looking glass on the joke. We all know the joke, so I don't know why you do that. Okay, Port Talbot now. We're finally on Port Talbot. QPR beating Stoke 1-0. But would you like there's not going to be a re-signed in the database? There might be. Who knows? There could be. You can waste it if you want, and I can look it up. But it's gone then. I'm going to be in a busy few days. Packing and traveling to move back with the parents. Oh really? Fair enough, Agra. Fair enough. Oh. Good luck. Good luck. Once I moved back with my parents, me and Chloe did for a while, you kind of realize, you go, wow, I had so much more freedom living by myself. Oh, look, Alexander Mitrovic. I didn't realize we have an Alexander Mitrovic that came through our youth intake, and I just didn't realize, and he's not very good. But literally Alexander Mitrovic. Okay, we're going to look up Reece Hind. If there is a fucking Reece Hind, no, there's not. Oh, well. But yeah, it's tough. Hopefully it's only a couple months, and then you can find where are you off to next then, Agra? After your parents, what are you looking at now? Okay, here we go. Good stuff. There's not one I have a 10k channel point. Can't wank in the living room. Well, that's potentially one freedom you could have. You know, there's not I have what if there's not one? I have 10k channel points. Oh, okay, to rename a regen. I see. Okay, well let's go. We've got a game today, so staying here and getting the money for a few months and squeezing some traveling for. Nice, Agra, nice. Where are you planning on going? You going Asia or you going Europe? Okay, 0-0 Haverfordwest Lido. Penny Bomb beat Bala. Newtown beat Bangor City. Okay. The freedom to eat a whole bag of shredded cheese at 3 a.m. Oof. At uni, I did my most poverty meal I've ever done was cheese slices microwaved in the fridge with some hot sauce on the plate, and that was it. 'Cause that's all I had, because everything closed. Like, it was a Sunday night, so obviously the supermarkets closed early, and I didn't want to order takeaway, so I just had that. That was all I had in my fridge. That was probably the most poverty meal I've ever had. It was just plain cheese slices melted with a little bit of Frank's hot sauce on them. Going to Sweden to see. Oh god, don't come up here. There's not even any snow up here anymore. Spain definitely, and maybe South America. Wow, nice, awesome, man. That'd be very cool. Okay, Sarah Foglu is actually finally back from the what's it called? The what am I even looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Olympics. So we're actually going to drop Martinovic for this, but let's say Valbuena as well. Interesting.
Yeah.
Rename grated cheese and pasta is a banging cheat meal. It is. Jambo. What player do we want to rename to Jambo? Your best player. Okay, I guess Sarah Foglu is just going to be called Jambo now. Who's quite young too. He's 25. Is that okay? Or do you want, I don't know, Valbuena? He's 24. Hello, Asif. How's it going? Striker ideally, or winger. Or we've got Ramos. He's 24. We've got Frank Mass, who's 21. We've got Troyansky.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Black Arrow's coming in with a rename a regen as well. Oh my days. Who are we renaming as well? Ramos. Okay, Ramos is just going to be called Jambo from now on. Jambo. Resigned. Fuck's sake. Who are we renaming Resigned? Who are we renaming Resigned? What's going on, dude? Been a while since I've been on your live. Hope you're good. I'm doing well, Sif. I'm doing well. How are you, man? We're doing well. We're just starting the 2301 season. We just watched the Euros. Ukraine beat Portugal in the final. But yeah, we're on a three-peat for the any one of your players who is sticking around and is young. Do you want to rename Frank Mass Reese Hind, I guess? I guess he's going to be called Reese Hind now. There we go. My poor players. I get so attached to their names and then they just get ripped away from me. They just get ripped away. Looks like it's time for these guys to go to be sold. Okay, let's see. Martin Martinovic. You go there. Simon. Oh, I should probably play Simon, shouldn't I? Because I need to get him to play. Okay, we're going to play him into Rake Sudar. Okay, I'm doing a 1 club save on FM23. Scarborough Park to Prem. Oh, nice, Asif. How far in are you? That's nothing to do with me. I had 36k channel points. I got to do something. To be honest, I do need to start putting in some long channel point goals again. To be fair, I haven't had one in a while, so maybe I need to have a look at big 100k channel point goals for people to aim for. I'm tempted to steal second yellow cards one where you can just become a VIP for like 50,000 or something like that. Okay, I'm gonna start Troyansky again. I like him. I've got a good feeling about. Well, maybe no. We'll leave Nagai. Nagai's. Why? Oh, that's why. It's not showing any of my wing back. No, yeah, we'll play Troyansky. Okay, you need more channel points goals. 1 mil drunk stream. 1 mil's a long way for someone to go, so I guess I could do that. But let's go. So Troyansky, Simmons, Swear in the Mud, V2, Merlot, Valbuena, Simon, Ortiz, Serafoglu, Silva, and Jambo. Let's go. First game of the day. An hour in, as per for us, as per. Let's see how this goes. We are away. Only just started this week as I got Panathinaikos insanely. Nice. Okay, fair enough. Are you doing it on the same save that you did it on the Panathinaikos, or are you starting a new save? Because it'd be pretty cool if you like left Panathinaikos and then went and did it with the other one, because you already have all this history in the save. But I don't know. I don't think is the best idea. It has to be a sort of reward for me. Fair enough. VIP ain't the reward. I guess. Fair enough. You don't want to be a VIP anymore. I'll keep that in mind. Okay, let's get off key highlights and off of the fast mode. We need to switch to attacking actually as well. But let's go. Us versus Port Talbot. We did sell them. How did we sell them actually today? Chevalier, Coops, Ventura. Wait. They're even starting my player. Simon! Oh, nearly an early goal for us. No, wait, hold on. Opposition. They're not even starting Mikhailov. Wow. VIP for everyone except Jambo then. Exactly, yes. I'm almost a VIP. A burrito. A second card VIP. Did you not see? I think he's run out of VIPs. He's reached the limit, so no one else can become a VIP now. Oh, and Jambo, what is that? I can just abuse you now, Jambo. I'm shouting at your player when you miss. You're like, what the fuck was that, Jambo? That was shit. Long-term viewership for me is the best. Merlot? Oh, that's the point. Long-term viewership is channel points. So surely then, well, I don't know. I'm at 105. Jesus, I really do need to put in some channel point goals. My goodness, I need to think about them. Any other ideas? Oh, that's a red card. Martinek, surely red card. Can't shout at me when mine isn't my name. That's very true. That is a red card. Obvious last man tackle, and they're down to 10 channel points. I guess is a good idea. Because channel points is like, the more you watch, the more channel points you get. And we don't really do the bets anymore, so you can't sort of like steal a load early. Ortiz over the bar. Okay. 20 minutes gone. Still, we're pretty much dominant here, but we just need to get the goal. For you, 6.2k hours. Rename a regen to a club legend in my own save. Somewhere in the mud, V2, don't send him off. Venture free kick. What's going on here? Are they going to suddenly turn into incredible? For you, 2.6. I was going to say 105k. I was like, for me, that's mental hard. Always rename a region to a club legend in my save. Ah, yes. Valbuena, Ortiz, and to Simon, Merlot. I think my next regen redemption will be a young manager. A young manager? That'd be quite interesting, actually, Jambo. That does make sense. Like, because a lot of the managers, especially in the Welsh League, move around all over the place. I kind of like, when I look at random managers, it's so cool because you don't really see them move around as much. Like, it doesn't tell you about it, but then you can go in their history, and there's some of them go all over the place and go to different clubs, and all that stuff. It's very cool. Okay, 25 minutes on. I don't do rename regens. What do you mean? You rename Jambos. Not regens. The regens don't become... They're just Jambos at that point. Ortiz loses it there. It's a 2-on-2, actually. Oh, we've got a few players back. It's easy now. It's kind of just a situation of when we'll score, or if we'll score. Silva, Serafoglu. We've had 13 shots. 2 clear-cut chances already. Need to be doing better, boys. Need to be getting better finishing. Valbuena. It's more than V2. Jambo Gen. Yeah. Troyansky tackled there, but Ortiz gets it. Merlo. Serafoglu can pull the ball in. He tries to, but it falls to Merlo, and he's tackled. Falls to Serafoglu again. Third time lucky, maybe. Ortiz. Troyansky. Jambo. Troyansky. Oh, he tries to play it in, but it's intercepted, and they're going to counter here. Coops. They bought him from, was it Chelsea? Or Penny Bond? Oh my god, Ventra. Oh, he's offside, but that was a very good move by them, actually. Half an hour gone, we're still only 0-0. Jambo, go on. Hey! Jambo gets the first goal of the stream. 1-0. And that's hopefully the deadlock broken and the dam broken. The Port Talbot holding on. But, Jesus. Okay. That took long enough. Yes. I need to think of channel point like goals for people. I don't know. What can we even do? Andreas Christensen with the second minute own goal IRL. Really? Oh my days. Oh yeah, it's La Liga tonight, isn't it? Thank God there's only 2 more Premier League games for Chelsea this year. Real Valladolid. Of course. I recognise the badge now because I've actually updated the badge. Okay, boys, can we like step it up a bit? I know we're 1-0 up and they're down to 10 men, but a second goal would be nice. Like, I'm gonna sound pleased, but I'm not pleased because I'm like, you should be winning by way more. But the finishing's been shocking. But let's go, Troyansky coming forwards. Can we have a bit more second half? A bit more of a glow up, lads. Glow up. A bit better performance. Ortiz corner. So for 250k, we can destroy a club of choice. Okay, sign their goalkeepers the next 2 years. Oh my god, that would be something. But I don't want to do that to a Welsh team because that kind of like fucks up with them a bit. Okay, what is this? Where's this clip? Oh my god, Coops. Oh my god, Ventra's in. Oh, he's put it way wide. Mikhailov comes on. The start of something special. Oh, is this the first goal? Jambo, go on. Hey! There we go. Jambo gets the first goal. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, Welsh team's excluded. Has to clip my goal. This is when Jambo gets inexplicably dropped. Sign a player of your choice, maybe. Yeah, that's true. But I don't like spending more than 13.75. Jesus, they need to score again. Mikhailov nearly. Wait, what is going on with us? They've suddenly turned into like 10 men incredible. I'm taking off Simon, man. He's not very good. Let's just do that. There we go. Proper midfielder, not Simon. I'm just playing him to get him to stop being pissed at us. He's just too young at the moment. Pick the formation, the tactic. Did you ever Sam? I did have a San Marino player. I let him go this summer actually because he played his 5 games and scored the goal. Are there any more nations with no players yet? I don't think so. I think we've got all of them. Become the manager for a game. Oh Jesus Christ, Black Arrow. Someone will redeem that at the Champions League final and be like, okay, play all the players on the wings, and I'll just be like, oh, okay, I guess we're just going to lose this then. But I fear giving you guys too much power. I'll be the manager for 1 game, excluding finals. We're gonna lose this game, by the way. It's become 10 men OP. They've suddenly just turned into 10 men OP. I don't know what's happened with us, but there's nothing I can do. I don't think. Even Wallace and... Yes, I do have a Wallace and Fortuna Islands playing for us currently. They're half French. They're just sitting in the squad at the moment. They actually wanted to go on loan, but they didn't have a loan up. Jesus Christ, Jambo. Shocking finish there. Serafoglu's tired, so we're going to be on Martinovic. There we go. Put him on. This is just like... Valbuena's now injured as well. the way like they're down to 10 and suddenly it's just like the second half is like, oh yeah, pick a national team for you to manage for a game. No, I don't, because that fucks up with like the continuity of the managers and stuff. Like, because I'll join for a game, manage, and then leave, and then also, oh, well done, Rick Sudar. What a goal. Very nice goal. It will like fuck with my history as well, because suddenly there'll be loads of random teams. Who was that? Jambo. Maybe the transfer, maybe the management for a game excluding finals could be a good one, like just a league game or something. But I don't know. I'll have to have a brainstorm and a think. Manage game tactic. Game. Oh, cross that. You can't read that. Oh, I've scored again. Martin Mladenovic. I'd love to see it. Good stuff. I'm trying to write down Minecraft. Obviously, the Minecraft stream is there, but I don't know how many people would actually be interested in the Minecraft stream, because we're mainly sort of a FM community. I guess there is a bit of an overlap, but not that big of an overlap, I guess. Manage a game, tactic for a game, sign a player. Have a look. Oh, they nearly scored again. I'm not even paying attention. So you have a spinner on a wheel. Maybe like a spin on a wheel. Which of you turned into a great manager? Which of my players turned into great managers? I had a player, Ukac did pretty well. Also tactic for the season for the new club within reasoning. Well, we were planning on doing the I guess we could do that maybe, because we have the default. Oh my god, they're gonna score. Oh my god, they haven't scored. They had 4 clear-cut chances. They had more clear-cut chances than us this game. Crazy. Well, like with the new club, we're gonna do a wheel for the tactics. But maybe, I guess, you instead, if you get the channel points, you can actually spin the wheel yourself, or like choose it instead. Maybe that's a good one. That could be an interesting one. Is it Minecraft for children and nerds? Nah, it's for everyone. It's a great player. Yeah, Ukac was pretty decent. I've had some former players that were decent managers back in the day. There we go. 3-0 win. I don't know. It was a weird game there. Like we absolutely dominated the first half, and then the second half with 10 men they dominated, but then we got 2 goals. Very odd. Minecraft's for everyone. It's like if you can just chill and like play it. I don't play it as much anymore, but I used to play it loads as a kid. But it's got that nostalgia for me at least. But it's just a little sort of game you can just sort of play relaxing sometimes. Sometimes it's not relaxing, but I play Minecraft every now and then, and I'm far from a child or a nerd. Well, I don't know if I can say I'm not a nerd. I don't know if I can't really sit with a straight face and be like, oh yeah, no, like my favorite film series of all time is Lord of the Rings, and I play a Football Manager game 200 years in the future, and I'm not a nerd. Like, yeah, but what is a nerd anyway, really? Okay, but Valbuena 3 weeks. Oof, don't like that. Okay, like you have 10 options on the wheel. You spin it and you get what's between the spun. Wheel suggestions: get regen. Yeah, maybe we could do spin the wheel. Maybe we'll spin the wheel option of like you can have a bunch of things. A nerd is an Arsenal fan. There's certainly not a lot of Arsenal fans that aren't nerds. Yeah, spin a wheel for the reward, I guess. Maybe. I'll have to have a look. Okay. But I guess if it's gonna get a regen, I guess. But if it's gonna cost a lot for spinning the wheel, then it like needs to have some high value and low value ones, like so that you could get like a low value one, which is like rename a region. But like, oh, I could have paid 10k for that. And then the high value one, like, what is the high value stuff? I don't know. I just went outside as a child. Have you simulated till 2300 or played all the way? Hello, Noranius. I've played all the way. This is FM15, so I've been playing this for 8 years now. And as you can see from the game status, once we get through this processing, played a good bit of it. But yeah, no, I've played all the way. 415 days game time. 23,695 saves of this game. Started on 27th of August 2014. There we go. Yours have 2 wheels, one low risk, one low risk, more reward, one high risk, high reward. Maybe. I'll have to think of things that can be high risk rewards. Where's this one? Nagai. Oh, thanks for the follow, Noranius. Thank you. Yes, we're in 2300 now, so going for the world record for the longest save ever. It's 18 million for Nagai. I would say no. He is 29. He's definitely going to get phased out, I think, this year, but he's also good as a backup, so I'm like, I don't want to sell him yet. I'll probably lose value on him, but I don't mind it as much. We got a good enough profit anyway this year. But yeah, no. We're in Wales, Noranius, with Barry Town at the moment. It's our 51st year with them. You could put Hydrate on the wheel. That would be quite funny, actually. Just putting Hydrate on like a basic 10 pointer. That's quite funny. I like that. But that would be something. We need to... I have to make a big deal out of it, I think. But I need to think of the really high reward ones. Like, what's worth it? What is worth it? I don't know. With a guy, 22 million. Here's a costume of the person's choice. Jesus, that could be something. That could be something. They're like, oh yeah, buy this like fursuit that's cost $500, and I'm like, oh fuck. I don't know if Chloe's gonna be very happy about that. Here's one, West. A Tottenham shot on the stream with bottle job on the back. Yeah, I guess I'm getting a Tottenham or an Arsenal shirt. That could be the high reward, but that's more of a punishment for me and not a reward for them. Like, I know some people it is a reward for them. You, Jambo. But for some people it's not. Okay. Let's see. Stuff. Maybe like £50. That'll cost like 80 quid. Yeah, exactly. I'm really losing money on these streams, lads. we need the PC fund. We can't be taken out of the PC fund. I've made the executive decision that all subs now go to the PC fund, because basically they go into my PayPal and I haven't touched it since. I did say that before that we were going into the Disney fund and the wedding fund, but I've made the decision. My PayPal is now the PC fund, and we're getting there. So eventually we can buy a new PC, and it will be you guys, and I'll be like, you guys did this. We can continue 5 times faster on the new PC because of you guys. And another 60 mil for Cole. Nice. The new Liverpool shirt cost. Yeah, that's crazy. I saw that. The prices of football shirts is mental. Absolutely mental. I can't believe it. Basically, it's better just to go on classic football shirts and just buy random top flair. Oh, Marcelo sets a record as Frozenone's oldest player. The Welsh transfer window roundup is ridiculous. My goodness, another idea. Shave beard. Shave beard could be a good one on the wheel, but I need a beard for it. I got one. You got the shirt, Black Arrow. My goodness, change hat. The original bucket hat, the original Sweden bucket hat that I used to wear that's too small for me, that I barely wear anymore because it's way too small. Now I just wear the Disney hat. It looks so small on my head now, doesn't it? It's like 50 quid for a heart shirt, change shirt. Paid 115 quid for a Spurs Richarlison one with CL badges. Oh, Agra. Oh, Agra, that's not good at all, is it? What a waste. Oh, Jesus. I went to Chester at the weekend and there's an LFC shop. Ah, I see. Look at that. 117 mil spent by Penny Bond. Mental. My mate, my mate, he was buying Chelsea shirts. I forgot the third name, but he signed Josh McEachran shirt. He bought a Josh McEachran shirt back when Ancelotti was managing, and then he literally got sold that summer. He then got a Marco van Ginkel shirt, who obviously did his cruciate and barely ever played for Chelsea. And then I think he got a fucking Hutchinson shirt, who had a career-ending injury. So 3 shirts in a row. You got players that just didn't ever play for Chelsea again. It was bad. Could have went to Chester FC, get Fusion to buy you a football shirt. How am I going to tell him, be like, Max, some people redeemed Vingbucks, so now you have to spend money and buy me a shirt. Why did you get those weird players? Well, because they were youth players coming through. Sam Hutchinson was incredible through the youth teams for Chelsea. So was Josh McEachran, and Van Ginkel had real potential. He's a bit of a youth player fanatic, and they just didn't work out, sadly. With your money. Oh, okay, so I give him the money and get him to buy me on. I don't know. But it was just so funny that I think he had that for at least McEachran, he had the opportunity to like the club were basically like, oh yeah, you can return that because you bought it and then we've literally sold him this summer, so you can like exchange it for another person straight away. But yeah, that was I've had a my hit rate hasn't been the best. I had a Christensen shirt, which is I guess was okay, but wasn't. He's probably my worst shirt I got. Who have I had? I've got Werner. I got Werner and Havertz actually. They're pretty bad hit rates. But you shouldn't get a shirt of a Chelsea player unless they bought them. I had Ballack left year later, Mata left year later, Oscar left. Oh Jesus, that's not good. I had like Terry, Lampard, and Drogba back in the day. So I got those ones, which were nice, and I've got Mount. I got Tammy, and then he left. I got Mount, and I don't think I've ever got a James one actually. I got Mount, I got Azpilicueta, I got Christensen, I got Havertz and Werner. Should buy a Cucurella one. Oh, you should fucking Tommy, go buy it. Go buy it. I get shirts from a friend who has a friend who deals in shirts. I get like 10 shirts a season for people with names and numbers. 60% off. Got a limited edition San Marino. Oh, Dan Marino Finn shirt. So I was like, San Marino? Dan Marino Finn shirt that costs like 300. Jesus, Nizzy, that's mental. That's amazing. Because I want to get a Dolphin shirt for Chloe, but they're so expensive. It's ridiculous. Buy a Mount shirt. No, Ard. Don't ever buy a Mount shirt. We need him. Sadly, he's probably leaving. But yeah, I have a Modric Spurs one. Ah, nice. Recent one's been Kante and Sterling. Kante's a good one. Sterling, oof, not so good so far. Who do I want a Reece James one. Who else do I want? I would, if I was, I didn't buy any this year because I didn't like the kits enough. I probably next up I'd get James. I wouldn't mind a Gallagher one. I love Gallagher. He's got that dog in him. I'd love a Maatsen shirt, even though I don't know if he'd play for us or not. A Colwill, probably get a Levy Colwill shirt. Colwill, I love. Brozier, I'd like him. I get one of his shirts. I get Maduka. I get Noni's. He's pretty good. Here's 2 mil channel points. Get a haircut of the Redeemer's Choice. I've got like, that's fine if you're a full-time streamer, like dyeing your hair and stuff. I've got a work job to go to. I can't go get a mullet and go to work. Oh, Christ. Or a perm. I got my Sisters of Finn shirt with her name on for 40. Jesus, Nizzy. I need to get your contract. Mudryk. I don't know. I'm a bit scared about getting Mudryk because he's a bit early. Oh, Enzo. I'd probably get Enzo. I'd like an Enzo shirt. I probably need to get a Kante one. What did you make of Sterling first season? He was shocking, man. He was shocking. For a player of his supposed quality and the wages he's on and the leadership qualities he's supposed to bring to the team, and absolutely shocking. Just a real bust so far. I don't know what he's gonna do. Honestly, I wouldn't. And he's blocking pathways for the younger players. So I probably wouldn't even. I'd sell him if I had the choice, really. But who knows? Maybe Poch comes in and does something incredible with him. We never know. That's the point. Smorry 7 with pink with a rolling going into the world. Yeah, I know, but I've got to be professional. Like I have a professional career. This is, at the end of the day, this is sadly just a hobby. We don't have enough Nekos in the world for this to be a full-time job. Being able to drop 100 subs at once. Everyone was honking. It was shocking. I don't think everyone was shocking. That people did have bad seasons, but I think Badiashile played pretty well when he wasn't injured. Fofana was pretty okay when he wasn't injured. Gallagher has had a very good second half of the season. Oh, fuck you, Simon. Fuck you, mate. Fuck you. Fuck you, Simon. Fuck you. Bastard. What a bastard. He's going. He's gone. I don't think Silva. Silva was okay at the start of the season, but you can really tell his pace is gone. Enzo's been pretty decent when he's come in. Noni's been very good when he's actually been allowed to play, which hasn't been much. But yeah, there's been small bright lights, but The Lampard's lineup at the weekend was disgusting. Yeah, you can go to whoever these guys are. You're not going to Wales though, I'll tell you that. Sadly, Simon's leaving, so okay, we gotta register people for the Champions League. Now let's see who's in and who's out. You can't expect a near 40-year-old to be able to run. Yeah, I know, but that also is costly to us. So you can't say like he's been amazing because he has cost us in certain times of the season due to that. But to be fair, you can't really blame other people. I do think it probably is his time to go, though. I think there was talk of him going back to Brazil. I feel like it probably is time, because then you can have Colwill, Chalobah, Fofana and Badiashile as your four, because I think Chalobah has been very good when he's been allowed to play, which hasn't been much. But it's kind of a joke how completely Tommy. Like I feel like Lampard, like what he did, all the stuff he did in his first time with us, giving chances to the youth and all this, it suddenly all disappeared, and it does feel like he's worried about his next job and not us, which is really fucking annoying, because he could have really, like, that second half of the season, I was really excited when we rehired him, because I was expecting first time Lampard giving like the kids a chance, and instead he's bringing on fucking Ziyech and stuff. I'm like, what's going on? Lukaku coming back too is going to be, I don't know if he's going to come back, I don't know. The new best clip. Let's have a look at this. Let's see what this is. How many times? It's loading. Still loading. Fuck you, Simon. Fuck you, mate. Fuck you. Fuck you, Simon. Fuck you. Hopefully no one's called Simon. Maybe been pressure to play big money players. I don't know. Well, the big money players are leaving, so it's one of those ones. When we first played, Koulibaly's been a complete bust as well. It really has. It really shows all of Tuchel's signings have been fucking shocking. Like, because Tuchel really wanted Aubameyang. He really pushed for Sterling and for Koulibaly and Cucurella, and they were all fucking dog shit. And like the good thing, I guess, is the board have admitted they made mistakes with that transfer window, and it's like, yeah, they have. And if you look at the January transfer window, bar Mudryk, but Mudryk's very raw, and there's still the good thing with Mudryk is you've got the sort of time on your side, and you're like, well, he's young, he can improve. But like Badiashile been very good, Enzo been pretty decent, Noni been very good when he's been allowed to play. The January transfer window in terms of hits was a lot better, which showed that they've actually improved somewhat. I think Lampard knows he can mess it up anymore if he wants to be a world class coach. But honestly, he would get more praise and more like PR from playing the youngsters rather than these old heads, because that's, I don't know. It's so weird. I don't know. First time around, he had a transfer embargo and then stuck with the play. Exactly. Honestly, Lampard's only good if you give him embargo, because then he has to just play the youth players, and that was what got him so, like, what us got top four. Giving Mount, giving James, giving Tomori, giving Tammy those chances, and they develop. Trust your youth. Imagine if like Duck Club was called that. Confirm that isn't mine. Yeah, very true. Look, I try and ignore Felix the best I can. Felix, what my idea was that Felix was Mount's replacement, because they were worried that they're going to lose Mount. So like, oh, what if we bring in Felix and he'll soften the blow if we lose Mount? And then he played and everyone went, holy fucking shit, Felix is dog shit. Like he's just absolutely shocking. So if they do even attempt to sign him on loan again, I'll just be like, right, I'm out. I'm done supporting Chelsea, because he's fucking awful, man. His loan is worse than Higuain's loan was. Bowley been pressuring to play his new players, surely. I don't know. Well, Ziyech's not a new player. If he was pressuring to play his new players, then Noni and Mudryk would be starting every game, but they haven't. Azpilicueta's been a legend, but shouldn't be. Oh yeah, God no. Azpilicueta was my favourite player for a long time, and he still is one of my favourite players, but really he should never be a captain, not captain material, and also should not be near the pitch at all. We should have sold him 2 years ago when Barcelona were interested. He's just not good enough. His legs are gone. He's not much. Just waiting for Felix to kick on after a decent burst. But he won't. He just doesn't have that in him. look, he was good at Benfica, went to Atletico, and then just was terrible there for however many years. He suddenly left them, and they're playing amazing. And he's come here and stunk it up. And it's always, it's the manager's fault. Here, it's Simeone's fault. It's Potter's fault. It's Lampard's fault. It's never his fault. He hasn't even got what is it? It was, X assists. Like you got XG, you got X assists. He hasn't even got one X assist yet total from 11 games. It's insane. It's insane. Maybe he'll go to somewhere and he'll do well, but he's not going to be at Chelsea. He's one of those. He's not a striker. He's not a player. He's not creative. He takes a bunch of shots, very bad shots, and is very selfish. So I don't want him anywhere. I knew he was never good. And all those people are like, oh, he's better than Mount. He's better than Mount. Mount's got more fucking goals and assists than him, and he's barely played half this season. It's a joke. Join us at Ajax. Go to Ajax, yeah. Tuchel it is hilarious. All the people like saying, oh, it was a mistake to sack Tuchel, blah, 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 and he's going to bottle all three with Bayern. It wasn't a mistake to sack Tuchel. It was a mistake to back Tuchel so much, and then also probably to bring Potter in it. But it wasn't a mistake to sack Tuchel because we were doing terribly with him as well. If he was pressuring him to play new players, Datro Fofana would play. Well, Datro Fofana should play over Felix and Havertz and stuff, but I think he's a bit young. He'll need a loan or something. He already bottled the cup on the UCL. This year, as Chelsea not having sold players, having two. Yeah, they have said there's going to be a major clear out in the summer, and it is needed. It is needed. Once we have a bit more of a smaller squad, it will be a lot better, I think. The day I thought that Asby was on his way out was the FA Cup final when he let Orwa run him rag and gave a penalty away. Yeah. It was how old Azpilicueta is. He was rock solid at the back for me on Barca on like FM12. Felix is great for over two. Yeah, that's very true, Tommy. That's very true. They're not very good shots, but he'll take them. At least won the UCL. Yeah, no, I can't say a bad thing about Tuchel for those things. When he got us those, we played incredibly. But in the next season, you could really see his talent ID is not very good. He fell out with players all the time. He froze out to Tammy and sold him. Like he started to have sort of issues. Conference League qualification. Aspie is almost as old as Nissi. Azpilicueta is a legend for Chelsea in my opinion. Won everything with us. Won the Premier League playing centre back, left back, and right back. I think incredible. But what about the reckon? Who's banging Timo's misses. So Tommy, that rumor was we found out that rumor was made by a former army guy that is currently in prison for trying to chat up a 13-year-old girl. So literally made up by a nonce, I think, that rumor. European players could be chaos this year with West Ham potentially. That is true. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, no, I think it's nothing but a rumor made up by some nonce, basically. It got proved by other people. I was like, yeah, that's not true. Okay, so we're trying to play players that I want basically to get their sort of games played. So who do we want here? We want Adam Hudek up top. Let's see, we got. Who's re-signed again? Who is re-signed again? Frank Mass. I don't even remember fucking players' names, man. Narantsang for Hudek. Maybe we play another player. Maybe we play... We'll play Insuralde with Smo in the Mud. We'll play Diaby with instead of Jambo. Zulu instead of Acha. Start him for his first game. Pioggia. Let's play Pioggia. Yeah. Okay, so we're going a bit weak, but I think this will be okay. So yeah, and then on the bench we got Simmons. We got someone in the Mud V2. We don't need but two. We need to put Christian Ortiz on the bench. We got Jam. Okay, let's go with this. This is what I want to see. So let's go. A few starts for some players that need goals and whatnot. But it was all made up that one. But he's not. That's the problem. He falls out with players and has terrible talent ID. Like he just can't. He's a good. I think he's a good manager, a good tactical manager, but he just falls out with players and has terrible ID for what talent is. Which is, I guess similar to Conte. He had terrible talent ID and fell out with players. and the board. But my FM14... Oh, no, why is that? Is it because you got all the leagues loaded again? Okay, let's go. We're going to go attacking, and we're going to put on penalties are... I think Narat Singh is Mongolian? No. Bangladeshi. Mongolian. Okay, it's Mongolian. He's going on pens. Bonsoffler, this is his last start for us needed, so he'll be complete after this game. Hudek needs a goal, I think. What's your aim for Chelsea next season? Basically, I want Chelsea to... I don't think we're competing. I think the aim is top 4 because we got no Europe. Basically the aim is to cut the squad down to size, cut it down to your 25 players, get rid of a bunch of dead wood, bring in a goalkeeper, a CM, and a striker, and aim for top 4. Feels like most of your managers have been like that for the past years. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Zulu? Oh, goes wide. Play youth as well. Yeah, of course. Get some youth players coming through. Like you got Colwell. They're already sort of briefing that Colwell's going to come in and have a first team role next year, which is needed because he is ridiculously good. Like he's just insanely good. Like I'm so glad we haven't lost him because we lost fucking Tamori and we lost Guehi, but it seems like Colwell is better than both of them, so it's not too bad. But incredible player. Oh. We need another goalkeeper or two. We do need a backup goalkeeper, yeah, that's true. Oh, Piochia! Poggia! Rocco Poggia! With the first goal. Lovely. Who's your choice for the keeper? Honestly, the goalkeeper market's not the best. Like, there's talks of Onana from Inter. I wouldn't mind it. I don't want Raya. I don't want, what's his name? Sanchez from Brighton. Martinez from Villa. I think that's probably the most unrealistic, but I think that's probably the one I probably want the most. Give us a bit of bastardry about him, basically. Like we need some bastards again. Our team's too soft. We're not physical anymore, and we're too soft. You need like your Diego Costas. You think about like Matic and stuff. We had tall, big players that were big bastards. And you need some of that. You need physicality in the Premier. You look at Man City. Look, they're pretty tall. You've got Rodri. You've got Haaland. You've got De Bruyne's pretty tall himself. You've got Ake. You've got Kanji. Like, Laporte. Laporte's pretty tall. What's his name? Diaz. They're all big guys. Go on, Poggia again. FIFA 22, 24, it will end up winning the league like the first Conte. Yeah, literally, probably. Poggia off the line. Oh, it's a goal. Oh my God, goal line tech. Goal line tech. A goalkeeper, a second goalkeeper, you just you loan out Slanina and you get by like a homegrown, like an Alex McCarthy or something. So that counts for like Champions League because that's like everyone does the thing with the second and third goalkeeper. The third goalkeeper, just do it with the second goalkeeper too. By the way, that's hilarious that went over the line. Manyan, Onana, Oblak will do. I think Oblak's a bit older now, but I wouldn't any of them. I guess I wouldn't mind. I was talking about Liverpool. We need, yeah. Oh yeah, because Kelleher's leaving, aren't they? Yeah. Fuck that snake. Who's the snake? Onana. Ah, yes. Buy Costa again. Just buy him back. We need team leaders as well. Like the problem is, like, if you look at our players now, we have so many weak players. Like Havertz, Werner. Well, Werner's not anymore, but Felix. Oh my God, Poggia. Midfield, Kante, like he's not very big. Jorginho was there. Kovacic isn't any very strong. Finally, we've got some centre backs that are actually tall, but like so many weak players all around the team. Apparently, Adrian might be getting another contract with Liverpool. That'd be funny. Might promote a youth goalkeeper. Who are Liverpool's youth goalkeepers at the moment? Rather put Czech in the net. Yeah, literally anyone but Kepa. It's such bollocks that Mendy got one game, made a little mistake, and then Kepa's straight back in. Like, what about Kepa? What about Kepa's constant mistakes he makes throughout the season, and he's not dropped? But Mendy makes one. I'd rather have every Mendy mistake than every Kepa mistake, because Mendy's mistakes are probably 10 times less. It's ridiculous. Diogo Costa is very good. He is. I don't know. He's like that go-to, like he's the good young up-and-coming goalkeeper, but I don't know. For some reason, I'm not fully convinced. Maybe that's why I want a bit more of experience. Cost you the game. Mendy's goal. Yeah, I probably did. Mendy's mistake, or was it Kepa? But I think if you count the amount of games that Mendy cost us to the amount of games Kepa cost us, there's a big difference. Smooth Bottles Heaven. Spurs going to end up signing Kepa if they sell Lloris at 4 striker. I would pray to every fucking god in the world that you do that. That would be the most hilarious thing ever. Pickford, I don't know. Pickford has he's got the same issue that Kepa has. He's got a bit T-Rex arm situation. He's a better keeper than Kepa, but I think he's still a bit T-Rex army. Like you need to tool the goalkeepers. But I think I reckon he could go Spurs if they do get relegated. I think that's a Spurs signing. How's Jamba getting on? He's not playing today. He's on the bench. I beg for this Everton downfall. Your vendetta against them. Rick Sudar, Poggia over the bar. Okay. Hey, look, you got to get rested. You got to rotate. That's part of the game here. Oh my God, Poggy off the bar. Oh, so close, Merlo. God, that's Augusto with a big save and it's cleared. Okay. Everton versus Rotherham goes hard next season. The thing is that he could stay at Everton and still be England #1 if they... Probably. Yeah, Southgate loves him. Or acting like your team does when they don't get their own way. Sorry? Acting like your team does when they don't get their own way. Just, yeah. Okay, Ortiz. Oh, come on. Naratse. Zulu. Merlo. We played pretty well, to be fair. FaZe. So, he's like... Pickford is a player that plays better for England than he does for his country. Like I get it. Pickford has the nation's blood flowing through his veins. It is oh my God, how did that not go in? I don't mind him getting picked for England because he is ridiculously good for England. He should have won goalkeeper of the tournament at the Euros. We lost in that final. The only reason Donnarumma won it is because they won. He saved more penalties than Donnarumma, got more clean sheets, I think, but he saved the same amount of penalties. He was incredible. They go downhill leaves, so that's irrelevant, to be honest. Yeah, probably. Everton versus Plymouth. That'd be fun. England's worst performances come without him. He's good. It's kind of like Maguire. Maguire, I think Maguire, even when he was bad for maybe not so much now, but even when he was going through that bad period at United, he still played incredibly for England. Certain players do that. We've had this conversation before. Some players don't. Like Kane, he plays worse for England, I think, than he does for Spurs. Rooney was similar. A lot of England players play worse for their national team than they do their club team. But that's sometimes the situation. But then you have some players like Ziyech. He plays incredibly good for his country. Shaqiri plays incredibly and Xhaka play incredibly for their countries. Much better than they do. Oh, by the way, Hudet goal. You'll love to see it. De Gea has too much PR. He has so many saves because he puts himself in the... Yeah. We forget until he's not here. Just forget that 3-3 against Germany for Maguire. I'm saying like recently he's not been as good. But he at the World Cups and the Euros, Maguire's one of our better players. Like really is. But maybe not so much anymore. Maybe he's a bit done. But we'll have to see. Okay, Maguire best and Maguire's more because England can defend deep rather than having to run like that's it's true. It's what was it Merson used to say when he left Leicester. Man United, he has to play on the halfway line. With Leicester and England, he can just sit back and sit in the middle of a back three, and that's his strengths. And England plays to his strengths, which is why he plays better. I'd take Maguire, but only if he played in the middle of three. Exactly. There was those rumours, wasn't there, that we were going to go in for Maguire, wasn't there? I think was it the end of last year or the year before that? I remember the Maguire Chelsea Maguire rumours right at the start of the season. Our problem is we don't have a left-sided centre back to replace him. Colwill's left-sided centre back. He's captaining the under-21s at the under-21 Euros this year, but next World Cup next Euros he'll be in that left spot. He will be that player, sticking between Badiashile and Colwill. I do want to move away from the 3-back in a way that I feel like the 3-back. I don't know. It's cursed Chelsea. Like we can only win with the 3-back, but we can't sort of continue with the 3-back. Maguire's not even left-footed. I know. So there's a 3-0 win. Very good as well though, because if we go to the spreadsheet here, I've clicked something in it. And it wasn't happy. There we go. I mean, I'm currently on leading transfers, which is where I saw the Algerian that was worth 57 million. But we go to here. We have completed Bon Solfer. So 5-1, five starts, 1 goal. He can now be ticked off with the green thing. Naratseng got a start. Where is he? Mongolia, there's one start there. For some reason, they swapped to green because I've had other greens. And then Hudek, who is our Slovakian, got his second start and his first goal. So very, very nice. But yeah, this is how I calculate their bought and sold and all their profit losses. Normally I hide these, but there's our total profit, 360 million. But it's easy to look better when Kyle Walker can cover your non-exit. That's very true. That's very true. Okay, good stuff. But okay, now we have a bit of a break. Badiashile's injured though. Did you see that, Tommy? He's injured until at least the start. Well, maybe he'll be back for pre-season, but hamstring injury, I think, or something. The problem with Fofana and Badiashile, it might be a bit injury prone, but especially Fofana. Like, it's like, oh, why did we spend 80 mil on that? Okay. But to be fair, if they can stay injury prone, like Colwill, Badiashile, Fofana, Chalobah, incredible. I feel like we're selling Chalobah. Hello, Ace Flip Floop. Yes, we're playing FM15. Walker only plays so much for England because our centre backs are so slow. He has been pretty good this year, to be fair, under Man City. He has I think he's had a bit of a resurgence recently, but I feel like he's been playing pretty poorly for England recently, I thought. At least at the Euros, he played pretty terribly. I saw that Fofana very young, which is on his side. That's true, but it's one of those things like injury prone. He just keeps coming back and keeps coming back. So we'll have to see. Oh, Vads PvP. Thanks for the follow. How are you? I feel like the problem is fucking Cucurella. Like, we've got Chilwell and Maatsen there, but why do we need get rid of Cucurella? Because Maatsen is incredible there, and even fucking Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall playing left back's better than Cucurella, and Lewis Hall's a centre mid. His natural position is midfield, and he's playing better left back position. He was our best player against City. Like, it's ridiculous. He should be getting in the first team next year. I hope so. He should be. The one thing that I'm really excited for Poch is that the hope and the promise that he plays these young players, and he wants to, like, he's pushing for Mount to stay. He wants Gallagher to stay. Like, he's pushing for these youngsters to come through. And I'm like, please, for the love of God, maybe you'll be Lampard giving chances to youth players, but actually better tactically. Walker only fullback I've seen give Mbappe a 5-yard head start and still catch and dispossess him. He was restricted against France because he basically only got told to sit on Mbappe. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. That France game, man. That France game. We could have won. We could have won. We could have won the World Cup with that, but Kane missed a penalty. Kane did the thing. The only thing he does for England well. He fucked up. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Refresh. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, but a free kick's a lot harder to miss than a penalty. Like, a penalties are pretty much like a 70%. It's like a given in most things. It's ridiculous. Just can't believe he missed, man. We would have won that if he'd scored that. Okay. I think that was Spurs game was the first time in forever Kane scored somewhat directly from a free kick. What could have been? We could have been losing to Messi's Argentina in the final. Okay. Wasn't one of France's goals really dodgy as well? Yeah, wasn't it? I think it was. Well, no. It was, what's his name? Should have got sent off. Fucking Teo Hernandez, like, literally fucking. No, we should have got a penalty, shouldn't we? We should have got a second penalty, because was the Mount one given as a penalty, or was it? There was another penalty that should have been given. I think the Saka foul. Maybe it was the Saka foul. Yeah, it was a bit dodgy. But we watched it on the stream, didn't we? We watched it. We were live streaming it. A third bend. We did get two. I think we should have got a third, hilariously. But. I remember watching it on. We were streaming it. I remember we were streaming FM. Your biggest comeback, Champions League. Were we 4-0 down at one point, I think, in a first leg, or 3-0 down in the build up to the first France goal? Oh yeah, it was ridiculous because we should have had a pen and then they go and score. It was a joke. I remember that. Yeah. Oh, Al Habsi, yes, Oman. He's now a citizen of Serbia, so he can actually play for us now. Let's have a look. I remember. How are we going to do this? Can I like? Well, if you do this, does it do it for like every? I don't think it does it for every. Oh, it does. Okay, so we can have a look through and see when we lost in a game. I remember we lost like really big one time. Was it against Benfica or something? And we had to come back and win it. Let's see. It was a while ago now. My goodness. Well, okay, so that one we didn't come back from, but that was, I remember that being bullshit. Let's see. But should at least gone to extra time and then lost on pens. Yeah, well, we lost 5-2 away to Angers and came back and won 3-0 on away goals. That was a pretty big comeback. That was in 74-75. My goodness. That was a pretty big one. Okay. We lost 3-0. Oh yeah, we lost 3-0 to Benfica as well. That was a 3-goal and we won 6-1 at home. That was a pretty nice one. And then lost the final to PSG. Oh. And then was there any more? Oh, was that? No, we lost the second leg there. We lost that one 4-1, 3-1. Lost to Lyon. And then yeah, no, I think. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's it. Let's get all these back on. But there we go. Yeah, so we were a 4-2 loss and a 3-0 loss, and we came back. Our biggest comebacks. So not too bad. The 3-0. I remember the 3-0 Benfica one so vividly because we were like, we need to win this. We need to get back in early and do it, and we fucking did. It was incredible. England 3, Italy 3. Oh, Portugal winning 3-0. Bulgaria, this is a Nations League at the moment, so not really. There's World Cup qualifying going on, of course. We've got Australia World Cup in 2302. It's going to be so weird changing my... Like, I'm so used to saying 22 something, but now I have to say 23. Like, it doesn't roll off the tongue as much at the moment. But, yeah, got Aberystwyth in 8 days. But Paraguay leading the way in the World Cup. Got Brazil 7 games in, still out, and Uruguay and Argentina on the brink. But to be fair, it's very close. It's 3 points between 2nd and 7th, so it's really anybody's game. But Paraguay just running away with it at the moment. That was Gobbo. Gobbo. I honestly just cannot believe that they dropped him for the fucking semi-final. I actually, why would the Italians drop Gobbo for the top goal scorer of the Euros? Oh yeah, let's drop him for the semi-finals against Portugal, the favorite, like the other favorites for this tournament. Absolutely insanity. Just mental. Okay, looks like Honduras and Canada are going through in this group. USA, Jamaica or Costa Rica, and then Mexico, Haiti or Guatemala. Okay, interesting. Oh, goodness. Okay. It's crazy. But fucking the England team's getting announced tomorrow for the Euro qualifiers we've got now. It's mental. It's like, oh shit, yeah. Let's see what Southgate does this time. They're against very small teams, I think, but I don't know if he'll actually pick different players or not. I know Colwell's going with the under-21, so he won't be picked. But we'll see. See who he actually calls up instead. Okay. Let's see. But hello, Holy Monkeys. How are you? Probably the same players. 150. Oh, the 150th anniversary game. Oh, that'll be it. That won't be a bit nasty at all. Jesus. Backup striker will be interesting considering the Tony ban. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It'd probably be like, I don't know, Tammy or Wilson maybe, I assume. What other England strikers do we have at this point? Try and convince Ferguson. I think that Ferguson's already Ireland tied, sadly. Yeah, he has a English mother, but Sadly, he's going to be for them. Okay, Simon, fuck you, Simon. You're off. You're off. You bastard. You were terrible when we played anyway. I won't miss you. I won't miss you at all. Will be Tammy if Rem win the EL, Wilson if they don't. DCL and Bamford do it. Yeah, I think DCL's injured for the final games for Everton, and Bamford's been injured, but plus also terrible. So probably I reckon he'll take. I reckon he'll take both Tammy and Wilson. I reckon with Kane. So we'll have to see though. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Cool. Oh, Watkins! No, I'll take Watkins. Jesus Christ, the amount of betting sites that I've advertised in was disgraced on the ban. Yeah, it is a joke. It's the fact that he's got a bigger ban than like Suarez for racism and for biting someone, I think, for like all this other stuff. Watkins will definitely be the backup. So, right, he's been in incredible form for Villa. Yeah, it's a joke. 8 months. It's like the whole thing's like, oh, we've covered you with betting stuff, but you're not even allowed to bet. It's a joke. Do I have a memory? I'm sure I didn't. The APL they've banned them now, but they've had them for ages. It's just ridiculous. How like I don't know. Yeah, how the situation is really. Like, they treat betting more seriously than anything else. I hope FIFA don't uphold it and he can just go out on loan for the first half of the season somewhere and just, like, smash it elsewhere. Well, yeah, but the thing is, though, Trippier got 10 weeks for 4 charges because they were related to himself, because it was his own transfer that he was talking about. But, Tony, I think he was proven he didn't bet on any of his games or was it? I don't think it was Premier League game. Maybe it was never games involving him, but because Trippier bet on something himself, that's why his one was 10 weeks or 4 instances. Why aren't footballers allowed to bet? Because I guess theoretically you have like match fixing and stuff like that. I think he will appeal it. Will he? Yeah, the Sky Bet EPL banned buying Spencers. Yeah, match fixing. Italy knows all about that. Tony is an Abraham replacement on loan at Roma if Tammy goes back to Chelsea. That could be something. True. Yeah. Maybe Chelsea signed Tony and then just loan him out for half a year and you go, okay, we'll get you back in Jan, mate. Because he's probably on a cut price at the moment. Or rather, they banned exactly. Oh, the Vinicius Junior stuff, man. Fuck me. Oh yeah, the -10 for Juventus is. I don't think that's more about transfer fraud rather than match fixing. But Juventus do know about match fixing as well. But yeah, the Vinicius Junior stuff is fucking disgusting, man. Like Jesus, what is wrong with like people go on about England and the English league being racist? I think England England has its fucking issues. England has a lot of issues with racism, but like. I think a big thing with it is when it happens, it gets called out by everyone, and it's so like there's so much media attention. In Spain, they're just normalizing it. It's like the fucking president of La Liga's being like, "Oh, mate, it's your fault," and Valencia like, "Oh yeah, no, it's," and everyone's like, "Oh, maybe Vinicius shouldn't be so like antagonizing." What the fuck are you talking about? Like Jesus fucking Christ! Like you're literally all calling them monkeys. The entire state, like it's mental. Absolutely, it's so backwards, but it's just like, oh, that's normal. Like, what? Oh, it's a joke. Absolute joke. The worst thing was that the third time Suarez bit someone was on a football match. One on a football match. He fucking bit Ivanovic, and then he beat Chiellini, and he bit someone when he was in the Dutch league. It was ridiculous. Chelsea Arsenal for us signing him would be the biggest meme. Tony. Or those doping bastards deserve it. You've had -15, +15, and now -10 when Italy called Juventus Rebentus. What's Ribari stealing. The fact that AZ haven't been punished and no... Yeah, oh yeah, the AZ's... Yeah, I think England's at the front runners when it comes to fighting race. I feel like England have a lot of issues, but I think England is also better than most when something does happen, it gets a huge deal is made of it. Like, even if it's a big thing if something happens, and like, I don't know, I hope that it helps, but like the response normally is very good. That if something happens, actions happen. But in a lot of other leagues, nothing happens. Like the Lukaku stuff, he's had loads of issues and stuff, and then obviously Vinicius Junior, man, it's ridiculous. I think like sponsorships are not going to touch La Liga when they see that sort of stuff. Like it's a joke. Tony, England are better because we started dealing with this sort of things a lot. Yeah, probably. Like we haven't. Yeah, we're not perfect, of course. Like we have a long way to go. But I still feel like England are doing more, I think, but there's still a lot of issue. Hooligans, racism. Yeah. I guess hooliganism was fucking Margaret Thatcher hated hooliganism. That was started back then. The sort of cut on that, which obviously I think they swung the pendulum too far. I think because you want to have sort of strong support, but I guess there was a big problem with England hooliganism, so I guess it was stamped out hard, which is why we don't have anything like that now. But which also kind of sucks because whenever we go away, we just get beat up by the police anyway. So it's just like, oh, come on, lads! Like it was every time fucking we go to like Spain or something, they just beat the shit out of all the English fans. It's like, what? Why? What are we doing this for? When a second tier footballer was able to come out as gay, you wouldn't do that. And that's true. Yeah, I think as much as there's issues with racism and we're still progressing, there's barely any progression with homophobia. Like the fact there's only one player in the second division that's come out. That's where a club needs a Knowlesy. A fucking Knowlesy, mate. He's never paid for a pint in the rest of his life. We'll never remove. They have to hope one day that eventually that you stamp it out so much that people, like the new generations growing up, don't realize it's a thing. Like they don't well, not realize it's a thing. Like they understand it, but like be like, why would you ever do that? Like, why would you ever discriminate because of that? That's the sort of the aim, is to get to the point of like, because it's like, is that kid like wonders when kids are like not taught anything, they just, you say someone's like oh they've got 2 days, they're like, oh, okay, cool. Like, oh, okay, cool. Like they don't care. It's only when people have fucking agendas and like push their own beliefs and stuff that people start to have sort of discriminations and stuff. No worries, I'd have a good one. Thursday using the second yellow card lingo there. But yeah. Well, actually, Jankto came out as gay, and I think, oh yeah, Jankto did, didn't he? Yeah, I remember that. There we go. For every female footballer is lesbian. Yeah, I guess it's not much of big of an issue in the women's game, but in the men's game, certainly. There was that really. Did you guys watch that thing from? Like, it was an interview with, not an interview. It was like punditry with Graham Souness talking about he went to Brighton Pride and how like amazing it was, and like how he was like, yeah, back in our day, homophobia was a huge thing, and like everyone should go to it to learn. And I'm like, that's really good from him. Like that's what, like, I guess some sort of allyship is. So humans have the ability to think and speak freely as a species. These negative things will always be around. I don't think it has to be. Maybe there will be one or two, but I don't think it has to be. Nobody, exactly. Nobody is born like that. It's people's upbringings that create them like that. Did you hear about the female Paris STG team? No, I didn't. Hurley Monkeys. What's that? I saw a Paris Saint-Germain player signed for Chelsea women's team, but STG team. But yeah, this is very, very, very serious, lads. The international break has brought out the serious side of us. But okay, it's important. It's important we talk about it. Like, okay. We got 3 days till ABBA, and then we got Nuremberg away. I love it. Oh, mate. Yeah, to be fair, the Chelsea women's team, man. Oh, they're incredible. Emma Hayes, man. Emma Hayes is just ridiculously good. I can't, but like, it's mental how good the team is. It is really sad losing Magda, and also oh fuck, what's her name? I've forgotten her name now. We're losing Magda and we're losing Pernille Harder. I can't believe it. Pernille Harder's only been here for like 2-3 years and they're already leaving. I couldn't believe it. And then Magda's going after 6. Yeah, we're signing that girl from PSG. I haven't seen much of her, but apparently she's very good. Emma Hayes should manage the men's team. Can't be like, well, that's the thing. Like, the whole thing was like, remember when there was like, she was in line for the Wimbledon job, and she was like, why the hell would I go to League One? Like, when I've got the one of the best teams in England in the women's game. I don't know if I don't think she'd ever go to the men's team. I think she's just like, no, I'm a women's team manager and I want to manage the women's teams, and I'm already at the best club I am for it. Like, she embodies Chelsea though. She really does. Like, I need to watch the women's documentary, but like everything I've seen from her, like, she is like just embodies Chelsea as a football club. It's incredible. Back in the day, you had tried for Crime Against Nature or something like that. Yeah, because they were bigoted back in the day as well. But like, that's just from people being scared and not understanding things. We're a bit more sort of advanced now, and realize that like people believed in witches back in the day. Like, Sammy, yeah, Sammy Kerr, yeah. There was a player that didn't play much organized. Oh yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I did see that where she fucking. That's insane. That is insane. Hiring a hit on your own teammate. Like, what the hell? That's movie stuff. That is. But yeah, I need to watch more of the Chelsea women's team. To be fair, they're playing Reading actually on the weekend, aren't they? To hopefully win the title. Then 80s happened and every lead singer was gay / lesbian. Like, I guess it's the fear of not being fucking killed, like, allows more to actually be like, well, actually I am, because there probably was more there was always gay and lesbian people, but they just couldn't be that. Like, it's always the thing in like history is like, oh yeah, they were really, really good friends. Like, oh yeah, they just used to sleep in the same bed together, but they were really good friends. They weren't friends. They were a bit more than friends, but it was accepted in Greece. But obviously Greek culture was a bit different as well. Young boys and all that's a bit ooh, but it's like, homosexuality's been around. It's around in species, all species. It's been around for all history. They would all be friends. Wasn't there? Alexander the Great, I think, was either bi or gay or something, wasn't he? Just need to better United's result in League as one. I always try to watch them on TV if it's on, unless there's a Belter in the Prem. Fair enough. The thing is though, I haven't been watching any football. Like, I've really just fallen out with watching football. Like, I'd rather just I just follow it on Twitter instead. So I kind of need to get back into actually watching football again. I think it's partly been just sort of watching Chelsea for the last like 2 years since that Champions League win. It's just so like demoralizing watching us play terribly. So I just kind of stopped watching it. In Greece they called it education of the young. Yeah. Not so good. Not so good. But we've thankfully moved on from that. Well, in most cases. Well, some men are quite handsome. I'm an AC Milan fan. Watching them play this year has made me hate watching football too. After such a big high of last year, now to drop down to this year. Yeah. What do you think of Tomori this year? Has he been how? Because I felt like he did well when he first joined, but like, every time he's played on TV this year, he's had a stinker. Like, he had 2 stinkers against Chelsea. But how's he been for the rest of the year? Barely watch football on TV anymore, only in person or on Twitter. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I also doesn't have like, I don't have like Sky Sports or anything. I think one of the like I have to make the active decision to watch it on my laptop, and I have to go get a stream, and then I have to deal with the streams, and I just can't be arsed most of the time. When back in the day, I used to have Sky Sports at my parents' house, so I could go on my computer and then just stick some football on the background, and I can just watch it in the background. Watching Liverpool and Leeds highlights has made me hate football. You guys, yeah, exactly. I'll just get to the end of the season, get the reset done, and I'll be excited again for football, I think, with Chelsea. Sorry, bro, Forza Inter. Work in a kitchen with African Christians who have asked me as a bisexual man if I've considered convert. Jesus, Chavi. Hello, Chavi, by the way. But that's crazy. That sucks. That really sucks. It's insane that people still believe in that sort of stuff. Like, that conversion therapy like works. Like, that's mental. That's mental. I really feel for it. What do you like? What do you say? You just say like no, I assume. But that sucks. I'm sorry you have to deal with that. because like no one should have to answer those questions like just because of like who they are. It's like asking like have you like you're a white man, like are you have you thought about conversion therapy to becoming like black, like what's wrong with you, like or the other way around, or like it's crazy, it's ridiculous. Wonder what they think of AOACA. Surely to them no sex is better. AOACA, what does that stand for? He was amazing last year. This year, for some reason, he's so inconsistent. We'll play an amazing game like Tottenham away and then play games where he gets absolutely ranty, like versus Inter specifically against them. He's always poo. A rose? What does that stand for, Black Arrow? I'm out of the loop. I'm an old man. Fair enough, Diego. Because I really like Tomori, especially when he played for Chelsea. But maybe I guess he is still young. He's only like 24 now. I guess he's still growing. I guess, as you said, maybe the whole team's doing poorly. Aromantic. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know all of the acronyms. Apologies. Aromantic, asexual. Ah, okay. So that's, you don't find romance in anyone, and you don't find sexuality either. Yeah, but yeah, it would be interesting to see what they think of that. Yeah, but it's. I was kind of lucky with like my parents have never they have never sort of forced any of like any bigoted beliefs on me, really. The only thing that they did was about veganism, and hilariously I'm now marrying a vegan, which is, so obviously that didn't work very well. But I like, I don't know, I was lucky, I guess, and didn't have any big negative influences on me growing up, which means I've been around people that I can learn, and I watch YouTube stuff. I watched a lot of Hannah Witten, which is a lot about like sexuality and all that, and I learned loads of stuff from it. A lot of stuff I didn't know, which I think is really good, because you can like, I don't understand a lot of stuff, but at least watching videos or learning about it, you can have a better idea and sort of be a bit of a better ally and all that. So yeah, so I'm quite lucky in that sense. But I'm already quite lucky already as the white cisgendered male sort of thing. The only thing I taught my kids was that Spurs should be supported, and I seriously failed as a parent. Oh no, Nizzy. So what are your kids? Who are they all supporting then, Nizzy? What's the rundown? Do you have any Spurs kids? Good night, Black Arrow. Have a good night. I think a lot of it comes from elder relatives that still use the words and terms that everyone uses. That's true. To be fair, my grandparents have used words like that, and you just go, holy shit. Like, and some of it's ignorance, some of it's just like their habit, but some of them also know it's wrong and still continue with it and just are completely bigoted. But some are just completely, they just go, well, that's just normal. Like it's yeah. But I think hopefully as the newer generation grow and have more knowledge about it, that sort of stuff dies down more. But then obviously you have the increase of more right-wing policies and neo-Nazis coming back through like internet rabbit holes and shit like that, where they get sent down like right-wing like rabbit holes and then turn into like, yeah, it's worrying in that sense, but you have to hope that it's going to be positive in the future. Okay, we're playing Aberystwyth. Let's see what we should play for this game. Nagai, I want Matt Simmons. I want Nicholas Inseraldo to play instead of Simmons. So back then, but obviously as times have changed, it's become, yeah, exactly. It's that people didn't know. Well, I feel like people didn't know it better back then, but also were just, like, didn't understand it. And a lot of the time, if people don't understand things, they're scared of it, and then they'll prosecute it, sort of thing. So that's an issue. They all support Spurs one way or another. BT Reaper is a diehard, and my youngest daughter follows them as well. But my other three have a soft spot for them, but couldn't care less about. Okay. Well, at least they don't support. Like if they supported Arsenal, then you've really got something going on there. You're like, oh no, what did I do? What did I do to deserve this? Okay. So what do I want to do here? I want to have a midfielder and a striker. Christy Catcher. He's finally back from his. Oh, Simon, mate, you're getting banished, mate. Banished to the fucking under-19 squad. I don't want to see your face again around these parts. I want Trojansky playing instead of Nagai. And I want Zulu playing on the bench instead of Moritz. And instead of Hudek, we're going to just put on... Poggy is tired. I'm going to put on a player that can get a goal, and that's Petit. There we go. Okay, let's go with this then. But at least you got Reaper as a diehard Spurs fan to follow your footsteps. Yeah, that is the one thing I worry about, like with my kids, because I obviously want to get them into football, but it's like one of those things that you can't push them too hard, because if you push them too hard, they'll pull away from you. So I'm like, I gotta get them into football early, but then make it enjoyable enough and not feel like I'm forcing them to play. So I need to research the best way for Project Mbappe to start. But yeah, we will see. We will see, because if my kids don't like football, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Don't know what if they don't want, like, they got. Well, at least I have F1, NFL, and football. So if they don't want like any of them, I don't know. I might have to disown them. You know. Do you find in the year 2300 sometime a player from some OG football family, some big names? Well, you do. It's kind of more just sort of regen names will reappear again if they're associated to a certain country. So obviously each country has like a regen pool name, so you will see certain names pop back up again. We did see it. There was a Henry Aubameyang that played for England, but obviously he was half Gabonese, so obviously that's quite a recognizable name there. But I wouldn't say, like, I don't think I've seen a Gerrard, I don't think I've seen a Lampard or a Rooney. I haven't seen much. There are some names you sit and go, oh, okay, I recognize that name, but I think it's more just they have a pool of names for each nation, and then like a lot of my youth intake, I'll get Ross Llewellyn's loads, or I'll get like, you get the same surnames through your youth intakes all the time, and it all depends on what country they've come from, basically. So sometimes you see that, but it's not. I don't think it's associated with players really. When you see people stick shit teams clothing on babies, toddlers. Yeah, well, I'll be getting. The thing is though, the thing with me and Chloe is that basically with our kid, if I can get them into football early enough, we got 4 options, especially if we stay in Sweden. We've got Northern Ireland, we've got Ireland, we've got Sweden, and we've got England. So depending on how good of a footballer they are, they could play for any 4 of those. If they're really good, they go England. If they're okay, it's Sweden. If they're worse than okay, it's Republic of Ireland. And if they're terrible, it's Northern Ireland. So there's 4 chances there. But also, Chloe said like they need to have an Ireland shirt as well as an England shirt. But I'm like, oh, come on, just give them the England shirt. My oldest used to love football and had the best left foot I've seen someone so, but then they fell out of love for it and it broke my heart a bit, as that was our better thing. At days older we gamed. Okay, at least you got the gaming. Yeah, that's to be fair. I can do that. With them as well. Just get them into FM as well. Be like, you don't like football anymore, but more about FM. Oh, teasers hit our own player there. 30 minutes in there, we've been shocking again. I don't know what's going on. We've just suddenly forgot how to play football, it seems. As Abois has come forward here, actually. Troyansky with a lovely tackle there in Seralde. That sucks. That really sucks. How old were they when they sort of fell out with it? Because I never really fell out with football. When I played loads as a kid. Like I played Saturday, Sunday. I was doing at one point. I remember I played for the school and 2 football teams. Go on, Serafoglu. Lovely goal. I had a game on Monday. I had training on Tuesday. I had Wednesday off, training on Thursday, a game on Friday, game on Saturday, game on Sunday. And I was a bit exhausted at that point. But I played like Saturday and Sundays for like 4, 5, 6 years. And then once I got to uni is when I sort of stopped playing because I didn't play for the uni team and stuff like that. But I really want to get back into playing football again because it's good. It's also good for your fitness. But yeah, that's a shame. That's a real shame. But I feel like a lot of people do fall out of love with it, especially when you play it for so long. But I guess you gotta. It's kind of maybe, I don't know, if you have a connection with football as well off of playing it, maybe you can hold that connection more. I don't know. It would be funny if sometimes some Ibrahimovic or Gattuso appeared. We could check if there's an Ibrahimovic. I don't know if there will be. Ibrahimovic. There is an Ibrahimovic. There you go. Amir Ibrahimovic, 19-year-old Bosnian midfielder that plays for Siroki Brie, and he's not even Swedish. There you go. Gattuso? Smorey Project Mbappe, exactly. And there's an Emilio Gattuso. There you go, 16-year-old Italian goalkeeper. I don't think it won't be connected. Like father-son stuff, because it's so far, by the way. It's 2 goals in 2 minutes. It's a danger zone for us. You'll love to see it. He's on autism spectrum. One of his things is he loses a bit of interest, it'll drop it at all. So that's what happened. Used to take him to White Hart Lane, which he loved, but he never... yeah, that's a shame. That's a shame. I understand. That must be tough. It must be tough for him, because it's sort of like having such a big interest in something, and then suddenly it's just all of that's gone, and you're suddenly like, oh well, what do I do now? Oh my god, we've conceded again now. It's kind of another sort of not kickoff goal, but where's the defending, lads? What are you two doing? Shocking. Merlot's tired. But yeah, no, it must be tough for him as well. But yeah, that's a shame. That's a shame, because at least you've got gaming now. I'm gonna have to set up all the PCs for my kids, so we have the gaming room. My ex's kids used to be into cricket. Can imagine a day when I chucked a football down. Oh god. I've never got into cricket. Never. I have a couple of mates that were into it and play, but I was never into cricket. I was a football kid, and then when I went to America, I did basketball a bit, but never played it properly. I just played football. But I never got into cricket. I watched baseball like on Sports Center. Oh, is that a goal or is that offside? Offside. A good start, but okay. Come on, boys. Let's get a third, because they can get a second quite easily here. Jambo into Bilal Atcher. Jambo again. Jambo back to Merlot. Oh, Martinovic heads it wide. It was probably going in. Okay. Merlot. Sorry, the V2. Ball in. Patriarca. Oh my god. Oh, Adair clears off the line. Ortiz. Troyansky. Tackled, and it's out for a throw-in for us. We do have 70 minutes played, so I think I'm going to take off Atcha for Zulu. Swap him there. Play Diaby up top instead of Jambo, maybe. Yeah, but I never got into cricket. Never. I feel like it's quite... it's one of those things you think it's boring. It's probably not boring if you're into it, but people say that about... Oh, Horton. Okay, we've gone wide. Okay, cool. My internet's dropping a little bit here. Nuno Ramos. Oh, well, we sold them. Oh, they have switched to... Oh, Kim Joon-hee's on. Shit, forgot about him. They switched to a 4-3-3 and I didn't even notice for the longest time. And they brought on Nuno Ramos. We sold to them for 10 million. And they got Adair and Escobar. Escobar's still playing. I don't know how old Escobar is. But he's been there forever now. Okay. 5 minutes. Oh, don't score now. Camacho. Big Camacho. Well done, fella. I might actually switch to standard and very structured, you know. We haven't been the best in this game. We haven't been the best. We probably should have scored a couple more, but... I don't know. Escobar. Zulu. McMahon. Horton. Oh, is the highlight still going? Come on, don't... How is the highlight still going? Merlo, well done. Don't give it back to them. Go on. The counter-attack is on. Just play him through. Serafoglu. How have we not gone through... How did we fuck that counter that bad? Ortiz. He's gone through the back of... Okay. We're going to... Highly structured standard, just for the last few minutes here. I don't want to throw it away. The crowds at cricket are always full of drunk people with no fights, and at football you get a bit of trouble because you've got to do all the drinking in 50 minutes at half time. Yeah, I was going to say that the cricket, you just drink. I think that's my thing about cricket. I go watch cricket because you just go sit in the sun for like 10 hours and drink. But with football, yeah, you have to all just chug it down in 15 minutes because you can't drink it on the stands anymore. Like that's the thing I think Europe does well. You can drink in the stands, or like you have to like everyone gets absolutely tanked beforehand because they can't do it in the stadium, or it's cheaper outside. So then you're going in screwed already. Meanwhile, the cricket you can just sort of go in and be like, okay, let's go. Oh, Martinovic, oh he should score there. Should score. 3 minutes of added time. One more highlight maybe here. Diaby. Loses it when my V2 does head it down. Zulu. Breaks Sudar. Ortiz. Tackled and McMahon's on there. Oh my god, we're going to concede here. Horton. Kim Joon-hee. Oh, good block. Good block, Merlot. Fantastic. Double block. There's another. Oh, no, it's a long throw. No, they're going to score off a long throw. It's cleared. Patriarca. Oh, go on, Merlot. Get there. Just boot it. Oh, well done. Ortiz. Well, oh, lovely play, lads. Lovely working out of our own half. Into Diaby. Martinovic loses it again. It's one in the mud v2. You're surely offside. Yes. And that surely is full time. Camacho. Yes, well done. 2-1 from 2 minutes, but should have been played better, but oh well. Good win, boys. Well done. Okay. Now, Nuremberg away. Our first Champions League game of the night. Jesus, we're at 20 past already. My goodness. He's been flying by this time. Okay. Let's see. Good stuff. Good stuff. Cool. Did you see that fucking Jules Koundé is now might be looking to leave Barca? It's like, hold on, you had to activate a lever for that, and now he's leaving. Like, it's, I don't know how Barca get away with it, man. It's just the financial stuff is ridiculous. Okay. Bonavita, Rexudot and Serifoglu are very tired, so maybe we rest them for Nuremberg. At least we rest Serifoglu because we have enough strikers to bring in instead. Eze or Elise could get called up to England. Jacob Ramsey, Lewis Dunk, Solly March. Interesting. Be interesting to see. I reckon Eze might get called up. And the reason why he wants to leave is stupid too. He's refusing to play at right back. Well, to be fair, I understand. I wouldn't want to play right back as a centre back. Like that's why I left my club when I was I was in the under 17s for my football team. I played as a striker or a centre back, and I moved to the under 18s, and they played me as a right winger. And I went, I don't want to play here. I hate playing winger. I like playing striker or centre back. I don't play midfield. So I left and I went to somewhere that played striker or centre back. Centre back, right back is a bit different, but like, to be honest, I prefer to play centre back over right back. I don't want to be a full back. My strengths don't lend me to that role, so I get it in a way from him. Like, you don't want to play that position sometimes when it's complete change. But some players will be like, okay, I'll adapt to it, but maybe he just doesn't want to play there. So I can understand his frustration as well, especially if they promised him like, oh yeah, you're going to be our starting centre back, you're going to be here, blah blah blah. But who knows? Who knows how the situation is? We never know what the real situation, because clubs put out PR stuff, agents put out PR stuff. It's all about trying to get the best. It's really, at the end of the day, everyone's out for themselves at the end of the day and trying to manipulate the story for the best of their party. So, yeah. Couple of players that don't get playing time. Well, the Pokemon players, basically. Alan Loren from, I think, is at St. Pierre and Miquelon, and Namchul Ho is from the Northern Mariana Islands, being like, we want more for first team football. I'm like, look, as soon as you get 5 starts, you're gone. Okay, let's see. And Volalagi, another one. He's absent from training. We're just fining him 2 weeks' wages every time at the moment. He's not on much anyway, so it doesn't matter, but still. He needs to start, I think, 2 more games. Let me have a look. 2 more games for Volalagi. Once it loads. Let's see. Hold on, let me look. Oceana, Volalagi needs 2 more starts. He's already got his goal, which is nice. So then we can just get rid of him. We haven't really filled out Oceana too much. We've got Volalagi, we've got Talelele, Dubois, Tuifa, Volaga. We've got a few players trying to get work permits still. Yeah, we're probably least complete out of Oceania, out of everything. Africa, we've got a good bit left to do. But, okay. Anything going on here? How's our lone players doing so far? Early on, I know, but let's see who's performing well early into the season. Josh Leach got 9 appearances for Shrewsbury. Interesting. Goals-wise, Leach doing well, Vivash, all the English players, basically. Antonio, 5 and 4 for Bala. Well done, lad. Average rating? Oh, wow. Jalzinho got a hat-trick in a first start. Not bad. Jorge Ramirez, who's not getting any games yet. Oh, there's a few injuries. And okay, interesting. Injured. You're playing in Serbia. Osmond. Lots of it. Jesus. What's wrong with all these players getting injured, man? Who's on a 3.9? Jesus Christ, these are 3.9. What is going on? This is Malawian. He needs, what does he need? He needs, oh, for some reason he's not Serbian for some reason. But is there any Malawians that are actually like half European? Because this would be a lot easier than trying to send them to Serbia. That's what I've been trying to do with the rest of these guys. Are you half something? No, just full Malawian. What about you, Sakelo? No, I might actually try and sign this guy to send him on loan to Serbia again. Let's just make a first offer. There's a hot prospect. And see if he, because for some reason the other guy just won't, it feels like it's bugged now that it won't give him his work permit. But, I don't know. 1.2k. Yeah, why not, mate? You can come join us and we'll send you off to Serbia as well for 3 years and hope for the best. Or maybe you get a work permit, who knows? Let's see. Oh, wow. Tottenham have declined to make the offer on Kulusevski. That's huge. He was really good for them at the start of the season. Wow. That is mental. Kulusevski to staying. Going back to Juventus. Malawi seems you have a long way to go. Oh. Jesus. I can't believe my group call him Kulusevski all the time. Why are you sending them to Serbia on loan? Because they get 3 years in Serbia. Gets them Serbian nationality, and they become a European citizen, and they don't need a work permit anymore. So that's the best way. Malawian geography jokes don't work too well in my experience. I need to put it in our group chat. We have a Spurs fan in our group chat, so I need to tell him. Okay. Where did you see the Kulusevski news? It's literally it's just been announced. Daily Hotspot just in at Marik92. I understand that Kulusevski will return to Juventus. JuveFC.com. Literally just it's because I follow a Swedish guy, and obviously he's big on the Swedish. Malaga have been relegated to the 3rd tier of Spanish football. Wow, mad. But yeah, so seems like he's off back. That's what a signing he would be for someone. Like, you had such a good deal on him as well. Like, it was 35 mil for him. Very decent, I thought. Very young. Like, he's like 22, 23 as well. Mental. Okay. I'm playing a 20. Hey, who are you playing as? Dark God. But yeah, so I can show you actually. Diego, basically my squad. So if you're South American, you can go to Spain for 2 years, and then you get Spanish nationality to become European. But if you're anything else, you have to go to Serbia for 3. But yeah, there you go. Let's go. Yeah, he's not learned to. Yeah, he's one of, like, it's like him and Isaac are like the future of Swedish football, and he was so good for Tottenham in that first half of the season. Like, when it was him, Kane, and Son together, they were smashing it. I was like, fuck, Tottenham have got a real like bargain on their hands. To be honest, I thought you'd already bought him. I know you had the loan option, but I thought you'd already done it. Cape Town Spurs in South Africa. Oh, interesting. But yeah, if we look at all of my players here, all the second nationalities, they're either Spanish or Serbian. Yeah, Spanish or Serbian, so like Japanese, Mongolian. I think if we go to loans, we can see second tier. Like if we go to where we go, Gavin Christie. Yeah, basically needs 1,000 or so. Well, 1,000 something days. Is that, yeah, 1,100. So about 4 years. Maybe something to do with not having a manager, so don't want to buy him. Yeah, that's true. That's true. If they had actually sorted their shit out and got a manager, they would be able to do it by now. Would it not be smart for Spurs to wait for the new manager before making a choice? You'd think so. But maybe there's a time limit on that choice. I just can't believe they haven't got a manager yet, which is crazy. Jeez. It's yeah. Spurs. I don't understand how Chelsea have like got in and got Poch before. I'm playing a 3-3-4 formation. My goodness. I'm not even shocked anymore. Like I'm just numb to all the crazy shenanigans. Okay. Let's see. Good stuff. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. I want the fine. Oh yeah, Arne Slot. He's gonna bring Kochu with him. That's the news that Arne Slot's coming in. They're gonna go for him now. But it's like, will he even go for him? Is the question. But apparently, part of the deal is that he'll bring Kochu with him, the centre mid, the Turkish centre mid that plays for Feyenoord. He's pretty decent. A prediction for the next Spurs manager. Oh, I don't even know at this point, man. I don't even know. It's could be anyone. I don't know if Slot will say yes. Maybe he'll be the one to say yes. But okay. You right there, Jake? That's a good boy. He's having a drink. He's a bit messy when he drinks, though. Gets a bit of water on the floor, so always have to be careful walking past the water bowls after he's gone by. Okay. We're nearly at Nuremberg now. There we go. We are at Nuremberg. Something telling me Rodgers going to end up. That would be hilarious if Rodgers, Graham Potter to Tottenham. Well, the talk of Graham Potter going to who is it? Southampton? No, Leicester. Leicester is the one. Okay, let's see. Good. Cool. You right there, Jake? What you doing? So we took that ex-Wolves Nuno as a manager, so Lever could appoint someone. I remember when you signed Nuno, and I just couldn't believe it, because I'm like, Nuno was terrible at the end of his Wolves tenure. Like, they were on relegation form, and then he came and joined you, and then you were still. I'm like, well, of course he's gonna be terrible with you as well. I just couldn't believe it. Oh my god, Real Valladolid are beating Barca 3-0. Jesus. Okay, let's throw the big boys out. Who's tired here? They said Sarafoglu needed a rest. Silva is injured, so we'll start Diaby. My internet's all a bit over the shop. Vincent Simon, get the fuck out of this team. You're not allowed to end this team ever again. Sarafoglu, Silva, Zulu, Insuralde, Matt Simmons, Reese Hind, Smoke in the Mud V2, Atcha. Let's say Tim Moritz, Enrique Felipe, Graham Troyansky. I guess Tim Moritz is going to be playing on the bench at least. We play Tim Moritz instead of... Yeah, we'll play Tim Moritz. Give him his debut. Oh, we got Sally. I guess he'll play instead of Zulu. Silva's a bit tired, so we're going to play... where's Poggia? Oh, no. Do we not include Poggia? Oh, that's a shame. That is a worry, actually. Need a sixth striker. Okay, let's go with this, though. I'm going to play Troyansky again, man. I love Troyansky. I'm going to put him instead of Insuralde. What are you doing, Jake? Stop. He's picking the bowl up. He picks the bowl up and then he walks places with it and drops it. You're about to hear it get dropped. Hold on. There you go. There it is. I just... where'd Troyansky go? I've lost him. What? Craig Ford? Oh, I also want to put you on the bench. Carreri. Zulu. Twice Grun. Simon. Insuralde. What? He was here. What's happened? There he is. He's on the bench. Oh, he's on the bench. Fucking Jesus Christ. I'm an idiot, aren't I? I'm an idiot. Okay, let's go with this side. Moritz gets, and Sally gets their numbers. Jesus Christ, what is he doing out there? I need to give him some more food, obviously. He's hungry. Okay, 4-4-2 for Nuremberg. Any former players? Oh, God, Lendrich is playing for them. And De Vere. Oh God, we got 2 loan players on it, and Schindler. We got 3 players on loan at Nuremberg. Played. Jake's having a right old time with that food bowl. He's pissed. We got 3 loan players on loan at Nuremberg at the moment. At the moment. I just keep saying at the moment. I'm breaking. The robot is AI and me sort of malfunctioning a little bit. Okay. Oh, wait, Gorka Pena. He's on loan. He's on loan us. How many loans do they have from us? Oh my God, they got 5 loans from us. Jujardin, Schindler, De Vere, Lendrick, and Gorka Pena. Well, this 3-3-4 is amazing on the break. Oh, I can imagine. Wait, do they have bloody Jardin as well? No, not at the moment. Look at there they are. He's not even on the bench at the moment. Fucking hell. Okay, well, let's get boys. Can you do us a solid here? And like, Bailey, 0273. Thanks for the follow. How's it going? But yeah, can our loan players, you do us a solid here and like.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Straight in with a sound alert saying we found it. Did I say the name wrong? Bailey 0273. Oh, for fuck's sake! We've given away a penalty in the first fucking minute. Fuck's sake, lads. Sarpong. Who was that? It was Rake Sudar. Oh, Jesus. Not the start you want in the Champions League, boys. Really, especially against Nuremberg. We've got Onga still to play. Come on, lads. Step it up. Sent him the wrong way completely. Okay, well. Wait, how does your FM look like that? Because it is FM 15. That is why it looks like this. Because I'm playing very... Oh, Diaby should score to another corner. Because we're playing very, very far in the future. Diaby. Go on. Oh, El Senna. That's a Swiss keeper. Okay, Diaby again. 3rd time's lucky. Oh, he's tackled by Lendrich, mate. Stop playing good. Okay, boys, we gotta come back into this game. Rake Sudar, Jambo, into Martinovic. Oh, and El Senna, another big save. We're doing well now. We're doing better now. We've moved into the game a bit more, so we just need to start scoring. Another corner. That was a clear-cut chance of Martinovic, sadly. Triple M. Jambo, Rake Sudar. Oh, he could have got revenge, but it just it's worrying me that we're getting these and it's just every shot seems to be saved or blocked, and it's just don't go in. Rebound nearly goes in. Although deflection, I mean. Schindler takes the corner. It's cleared. Why is it not letting me do check team player? I have the channel points. Oh, I don't know. Maybe you used it all on the song at the start. Resigned. Wait, hold on. Did I set my channel points to it? Let me check. Because maybe I remember I changed it once, so it only gets redeemed. It should be redeemed per person though, so it should be fine for you. Channel points. Unless you're a Jambo alt that's already used it, or a Duck God alt. Now I got 200 left. Hold on. Let's see. I need to check manage the rewards just to check it. Make sure it's not like got a limit per stream. Which one is it? Check team player. Let's edit this. There is a limit redemptions per use per stream per user per stream. Limit redemptions per stream. No, yeah, that's weird. I don't know. Who do you want to check out? We can check them out anyway without using it. If that's an issue. Jambo, poor touch. Oh, it's a big mistake. Oh, I caught Martinovic, man. Oh, hello, baby ham. How are you, Jambo? Oh my God, this is going to be one of those days, isn't it? I cannot believe he's missed that. They literally gave it. West Brom. Okay, let's go check West Brom. Mid-game, we're just leaving the stadium to go look at West Brom.
Look at this dude.
Hey, baby ham. West Brom. Thank you, baby ham. Maybe it's like it says 200, but it's like 198 or something like that. Something weird. But it like on Twitch, it's like, oh, it is 200, but it's not. But hold on, we're just waiting. We're just waiting. It takes a while for club records to show because of all the history. Because we've got all the top 5 leagues loaded. So especially these clubs, they have every season's info on them. So it takes a while to load all of that up. Come on, FM. You can do it. You can load West Brom. It's not an issue. It is. Oh, we got Airbus in the Premier League Cup. I didn't see that. Nice. Haven't played Airbus in a while. There we go. West Brom 22nd in the Championship. So not the best of starts for you guys. Currently 1 point below Man United at the moment in the Championship. There you go. Let's have a look at their competitions. You've kind of recently been a bit yo-yo between League One and the Championship. Okay. Chiddy is your manager? Is your captain, sorry. You lost to, oh wow, you got to the quarterfinals of the Europa League back in the day. Lost it to oh goodness, okay, let's go to honours. So, you have come runners-up in the Championship. Won League 1 11 times. League 2 runners-up. FA Cup? No, not winners. Capital 1 Cup? No. Community Shield. 6 Johnstone Paints. Let's have a look at what actually just basically has been happening. So, started in the Premier League. Stayed relatively Premier League. That was when you got to Europe. So, obviously, yeah, you finished 6th. Best season was 6th in the Premier League. And then got to the quarterfinals of the Europa League. And then you dropped to the Championship, and then it sort of dropped even further to League One. And, oh yeah, not doing well. And just sort of back up to the Championship recently, back to League One. And then League One Championship. What would have happened if we didn't sack Steve Bruce earlier this season? And more Championship. Yeah, and not doing well so far. 18th and 21st, so it looks like you might be going back down to League One at the moment. But yeah, where do you play? General Facilities. Still the Hawthorns. There's a general. You got some legends. None that are clickable though. No, sadly none clickable. Ollie Powell. He's a favoured personnel. 24. That's not bad. But yeah, there you go. There's West Brom. Sadly, not done too much. Some Johnstone Paints, I guess. But also, well, Europa League quarterfinals not bad, is it? Seeing West Brom in Europe, Trojansky, what a ball in, and another corner. We are dominating, but just can't get that goal at the moment. Okay, Diaby. Oh, girls of the commentator, you love to see it. Perfect. Love to see that. We go 1-1. Okay, L to be honest. Yeah, so some teams you need a tycoon basically. Sometimes, if you get a tycoon, you normally win something. But some teams have done really well. Oh, go on, Jambo. Go on. Oh, I love to see it. Love to see it. It's 2 goals in 3 minutes. Perfect. That was some fantastic play from Jambo there. Takes it, basically turns around in the box, takes his time and just smashes it past El Senna. Should save that better there. But back up, but now we're up 2-1 and taking control. Oh my God, Red Star beating Angers. Oh my God, amazing scenes, amazing scenes. Go on, Red Star. 4th C's of the group. Okay. Now, let's get a third, because I can see them just scoring randomly. Resigned, Ortiz. Oh, giving it away there to Knuckle. Resigned, well done. Resigned, Ortiz. Moritz. Into Rake Sudar. Diaby. Martinovic. Oh. Martinovic has not had a good game so far. Not had a good game. He's had lots of chances, but just not scoring them. Maybe we look to change him early. Oh, free kick. Another deflected free kick. Whew. Scary times. Ball in. It's cleared. Okay. Schindler, mate, just take a dive. Not like a dive for them, but like for us. Bit of an agent. You're our lone player, mate. Cockle. Resigned, clears. Okay, no counter-attack for us there. Okay, I'm going to say we're not happy with how we played. Even though we're winning 2-1. I'm not happy. And there's a few players that look stressed. Jambo, to be fair, Jambo, you did well. There we go. Okay, everyone should be happy now. And then, get creative. Go. Second half. Oh, they've switched to a 4-3-3 now. I'm losing sleep. I've just lost all my energy. I'm going to sleep. No worries, Bailey. It was nice to meet you. So sorry that West Brom haven't done anything. We'll try and see if they can do something in the future, though. Hopefully, see you again sometime. Okay, let's go, boys. They've switched to the 4-3-3, so... 20 seconds into the second half. You love to see that, though. You love to see that. Diaby with a fantastic goal from the edge of the box. I nearly sold him in the summer, you know. But I think we'd be a bit weak on strikers. I'll be back. Terminator style. My goodness. From the edge of the box. Just stops. What a shot. Top corner. Absolutely mental. Well done, Diaby. Oh, they're going to score immediately back, though. The Jardin's on now. Oh, my God. Everyone's on. Jambo. On to Diaby. Going to put a ball in. He does. No, it doesn't really get far, but he's on it again. Plays it to Merlot. Oh, well, Senna saves that time. Straight at him. Corner them, but they clear. We clear, and Jambo has a chance to counter. He does. He keeps it in, and it's a 3-on-3 kind of. Jambo beats his man. Can he pull it back? He shoots himself. It's very selfish of him. Very, very selfish. Should really been pulling that across the goal. Okay. Throw into oh my goodness, Ving. My goodness, she's really having a groan. I don't know if you heard that in the background. It's just her on her back. Oh my God, what a ball! What a ball by Pena there, but what a save! Oh my goodness, she is really going for it. Did you hear that? She is. I can't even see what she's just in her bed on her back, and like she just rolls around on her back. Hello, Ving. What you doing? You okay? Oh, I think she might want to go outside, which means we need to finish this quickly. So I think we're going to finish this game and we're going to go because I need to take her outside to go to the toilet. Boys, you got to be quick. You got to be quick. She might settle. I don't know if she's. Oh, we scored. Oh, Jambo scored a second. Lovely. Hello. What's going on? You want to go? Yeah, you want to go, don't you? Okay, we gotta go quick, boys. You going outside? Yeah. Okay, we're going to key. We're gonna switch to key because we gotta finish. Oh, Martinovic had a terrible game and is now injured. Okay, we're gonna switch to key. Oh no, she's sitting down. She's sitting down. We can extend. We can extend for a little bit. Oh, I'll be taking her afterwards. Just end it there, dude. she's settled for now. She normally puts her mouth open and is a bit like, ooh, but I'm like, she's all right for the moment. She's all right for the moment. We can have a couple minutes ending this game, and then we go. What? Oh my God, Doug, your thing is reset. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, she's okay. I think she was just wanted a bit of attention. Jambo, Diaby, can we get 5? Re-signed. Troyansky. Berfoglu. Just poor from us there. Fucking reset again. I don't know why it hates you. Oh, Troyansky's gonna get sent off on his Champions League debut. Oh my God, it's all reset. Oh my God, I forgot. Stream Elements has, I think what happened, when I started streaming, Stream Elements was like glitched, and was like, oh yeah, it just said blank is streaming. So I think something's happened with Stream Elements. I'll have to have a look into that, but that's very weird. I'll have to figure that out off stream. But 2 minutes, that's very odd. Even like, because if you've been watching the whole stream, that's really weird. Stream Elements is fucked. I don't know what's going on. Oh my God, they're injuring all of our players now. Why are you injuring all of our players? God damn it. Okay, well we win 4-1 with a red, 2 races and 2 injuries. So hopefully those injuries aren't too bad because they're big players for us. Martinovic and Rake Sudar, first teamers. We'll have to see, but a nice win. Red Star are going to win 2-0 over Angers. What an upset there to start with, as well. But annoyingly, they've injured all of our players here. And Troyansky, sadly, sent off after having a relatively, I think he got an assist in the game as well. So wasn't the was an eventful one for him at least. Yeah, he wait, red card. Yeah, he did get an assist as well. I'm pleased with how things are going, boys. Let's have a look at the injuries, and then we'll call it a night. Get fucked, Stream Elements. I'll look at Stream Elements and see what the hell's happened to it, because it's obviously not working very well. Okay. Okay, let's see. There we go. Please no injuries. Please no big injuries. Then it'd be 5-0 there. Okay. Big upset for Red Star. Bayern win. Lido win 5-0. Like to see that. We need the Welsh teams doing well. Thank you, Duck God. Appreciate that. Where Where is our players? Troyansky band. Oh. Are they all okay? Martinovich. Oh, they're both okay. You love to see it. You love to see it. Okay, well, we will be back on Thursday for something. I don't know what it will be, but we'll be somewhere. Probably maybe January. I don't know. But yes, hope everyone had a good time on the stream tonight. I'm going to go take Ving out to go outside. Poor little baby. And I'll see all of you on Thursday. Have a good night, everybody. See you later.